Ciao.
All right. What is up, Internet? AJ here, along with our motley crew of characters. How we doing, folks?
Hello, hello.
Oh, hi.
Ohio.
Hey,
Hello.
what
Ohio
is up?
gozaimasu.
Also
right.
have to download Twitch for this.
All the new stuff for your PC now that you actually got it alive and running.
She runs, she lives to live
Thank
another
you, sir.
day.
I think we finally got our audio the best that it's ever been. And trust me, I've been trying to go through and make our audio reasonable for the YouTube playbacks. Oh, it hurts so bad.
Welcome to having to try.
Oh,
We all
I
have
don't
to
wanna.
get better setups.
No, it's honestly what's killing the audio in the YouTube playbacks is me. It's me. I was having issues with the compressor I was using for my audio. I just said forget it and got rid of it. And now everything sounds good. So I don't know.
There we go.
So, guys, who remembers what happened last week? I found a spot to
I honestly can't remember because I've been doing a lot outside of house.
We fought one of Book's siblings. We fought
did.
Shield.
You did.
Oh yeah.
The B03K unit. You guys went up against him after
shit.
discovering. Well, you originally you heard rumor of Riss being at his residence in the Diamond District. So you guys went to check it out, and things got a little fighty. But you guys handled yourselves pretty well. Nobody died. Book actually came kind of close. It was
I
a
came
little
really close, actually.
Yeah, it was a little concerning. But you guys handled yourselves. You took care of the warriors that you saw there. You took care of the B03K unit, and Riss did get away. You managed to check out the bodies of those left behind, and where we left off, you guys were still at the residence of Riss Bane Dragon.
And there were also 3 of my tribe's people there.
Yes, those were the warriors that I was referring to.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With crystals in their noggins.
Yeah.
Those have all shattered. Those shattered upon death.
Were we able to discover anything more about them? Like, if there's any like fragments or something that's
Yeah.
Any
You hadn't
present-
gotten that far, actually.
I guess right after we had killed what was it? B03K.
Mhm.
That was where we ended, so
Yep.
and
You guys haven't
then
checked
we all
out.
healed up.
Right, you
Yep.
did. You did do some healing.
And that's when everybody, or well, Brave realized I was an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah,
When?
spells and stuff are a thing.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Eldritch team.
It's true. All the Eldritch going on.
Wait,
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
what are you?
I
An
keep
Eldritch
thinking
Knight?
that they're fucking
Okay.
evil. Both of them.
Yeah.
We're both evil.
You have that theory. Nothing to base it off of, but
They're both eldritch, and they're spawn of demons.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we were kind of born into it.
That's.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I'm just. I'm just gonna point out that's one of the things I love about Book's personality, though, because he's newly created, or at least was a few years back. His world experiences are a little more on the limited side,
Oh yeah, I need to buy.
and so
horns.
his perception of things is fucking beautiful.
So I know that we looted some of B03K. The rest of the bodies that are there, was it the 3 other guys?
Yep. There were 3 other soldiers there.
Is there any I guess crystal fragments? Or did it pulverize to dust?
No, they are not pulverized to dust. There are some fragments left.
There we go. Sorry.
Just shards of varying sizes, though. There's nothing like large or intact.
Do I feel like I would gain any knowledge with Arcana or casting Identify?
Identify probably not, but you could definitely do an Arcana check.
While she's doing that, can I fiddle through the corpses for the looty loot?
Absolutely. Give me an investigation roll.
Anybody want to help me on this?
Oh, in a
I
minute.
will.
I will help him.
So I can do how?
I
Oh,
also
whoops,
assist.
that's Discord.
Okay.
I will offer aid.
Okay.
Alright.
Fierna, the crystals were imbued with some sort of power. Whatever power that you're sensing still left in those crystals is only residual as it left upon shattering. Beyond that, there's not really much that you can glean from the crystals themselves.
Don't know what type of residual energy.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
There we
Don't
go.
know what these
18.
are.
18. Okay. So there is minimal gold, but there is some. Between all three bodies, you do come across 25 gold. And then beyond that, one of the bodies has an arrow. This arrow is black with a shaft that's a little bit thicker than your typical arrow, and the feathers on it as the fletching are black as well.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and grab that up. Carry it
Is that-
over to Sierra too.
Mhm.
Does this look familiar?
It looks like the others, I assume,
Kinda.
or
So the
not
arrow,
quite the same.
the arrow is designed in the same style as some of the arrows that are created by your clan, and you can see some telltale marks. But the overall view that you're getting of it, there's something different about the arrow. While it may have been modeled after the arrows your clan makes, it was done in a different way.
So I relay all that to Baston.
Okay. I'll if it's all right with you, I'll keep it on my person.
He's fine. I'm gonna take some of the crystal fragments too that I can and like just kind of keep them.
Okay.
Shell out that gold to everyone.
Okay. So that's 5 gold apiece then?
Yes.
Okay.
We rich.
So we healed up the floor. We healed up the floor, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
to full.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You guys
The
did
spell
top
that I
off
have.
pretty well. Now, you don't have your spell slots back, but you are healed up to full.
which is very concerning.
I think Book found something. Is that something we know though, or we don't know?
Book
Okay.
found the chip. It's similar to
remember.
the other one that he had found. So I mean, you guys have an idea of what it is, but beyond that, you don't actually know what it does. And Book didn't tell anybody,
Okay.
though Book does know.
Mhm.
Though, can we visually see the shield visually,
No,
or is that part of the spell?
that's part of the effect.
of-
So
Okay.
you don't see a visual representation of the shield.
We just know that he has the chip, and that's it.
Yep, that's all.
Okay.
What does this all mean? Does anyone have any answers? What is this? Book? Sarah?
What is what?
What is the meaning of this? Why
What
is
is the
he
meaning
here?
of what?
I don't know. I assume
Of this battle, the portal is this.
The reason for the battle is because we snuck up on them and attacked them. The reason for the portal is because Riss is a wuss and will not fight me.
We may need to scour the insides of the building here to
I
get
go
our
in.
answers.
Why do they all have crystals in their head? Why? Why is this?
Lele, it is some form of extra power.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
Do I see any spirits?
You do. They are less erratic than during the fight. Let's
If I talk to
say,
one?
get what is your passive perception?
14.
14. Okay. I will say retroactively that you noticed the erratic behavior subsided as the portal closed.
So there was dark magics afoot.
Mm-hmm.
What's on the other side of this portal?
The portal's gone.
The portal's gone, yeah.
Does
It's sealed
anyone
up.
have any ideas?
Well, I mean, from what you can see, it's sealed up, but the light was coming from inside the house. So beyond that, you guys don't know.
Did I see anything on the other side of the portal while I was trying to dispel it?
What's your passive perception?
17.
17? Yes, actually. For just a moment, you got a glimpse of what appeared to be the room beyond the portal, which seems very similar to the room that is beyond where the portal is now, except everything was in, it was like it was in grayscale, with only a few objects popping in color.
I guess. Is there anything I don't know, ominous about the building itself? Like the window fronts. Is it just your standard looking building?
The house itself doesn't look ominous at all. It's your standard villa for the Diamond District. It's very well designed. It's very fancy. Obviously, no expense was spared when crafting the villa. But beyond that, it doesn't really stand out. As far as
Through
being...
the front door.
Okay.
Wait,
Isn't it the back door? Back door.
would I know about where that would lead? A different plane of existence, possibly?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana? I'm not...
Planes
I
of
don't have Arcana.
existence, you say?
I was just wondering because of religion.
That
Religious
is
studies.
that is why I'm letting you roll Arcana.
All right.
Okay. That's my dumb stat.
Oh.
Oh,
What a dump.
In your studies, you've heard tale of mortals traveling between the realms, and the place between the realms where the gods reside and the mortal realm bears a striking resemblance to glimpses of what you saw through the portal,
And what is that called?
the astral realm.
Okay.
I'm still going through that front door.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking around more. See
Okay,
if
so
there's
you're-
anything I missed.
You're gonna look around the outside of the villa then?
Where
Fair
the
enough.
battle took place.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Who else is following Baston through the door?
Me.
I
Okay.
would.
I'm following Fierno.
Okay.
Oh,
Split the party. Let's split the
No.
party.
You guys are still in the same general vicinity. I wouldn't even consider this
Yeah.
splitting the party.
It's set to an alternate reality.
Not until we go to the astral plane and you guys are left behind. Wait, what? Did I say that out loud?
So,
Bullshit.
all right, who should we begin with? Fierna and Syrah. Around the perimeter, what are you guys looking for? Anything specific or
Anything that could be magical, any other kind of magical residue or items that don't belong. Anything from my
okay? Give me an investigation.
magical.
Give me an
another one?
Actually, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
And Syrah, how are you assisting in this?
oh my
What the shit is
What
going
is
on with
there?
these dice rolls tonight, guys?
I don't.
Not even a
I-
natural 20.
She needs to start going and playing
I don't
card
think
games,
I
huh?
am assisting with that.
I don't think you need to.
You're just following Fiona. She's like, look over there, look over there. Sparkle, sparkle.
Okay.
She's the curious one.
So, walking around, are you going around the whole perimeter of the villa? Or just outside where the battle took place?
Well, I'll start where the battle took place and I'll work my way kind of like in
Okay.
a spiral.
Okay. Given your role and how stupid it was. So, as you make your way around the courtyard, you do stumble across a few errant shards from the gems that landed in the fountain. As you kind of examine them further, you notice that while the gems or the shards of crystal don't have any residual power, whatever power was in them seems to have transferred into the water.
Ah.
And there
Okay.
is a bit of that residual energy sitting in the water.
Sarah, come here. Let's look at this water. I think there might be residual magic in it.
What kind?
I don't know. I'll get one of the. There's like a lot of little pieces of shards, right? A lot of little.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of flick one in and just see if there's not flick. I'll just gently put it in and see if there's like a reaction when it hits the water.
Okay, so when you flick the shard of gem into the water, as it impacts the water and breaks the surface tension, you watch as the ripple begins to spread. But as the ripple spreads from the focal point, time seems to slow on the ripple and then accelerate again back to normal and then slow again before returning back to normal.
Sarah, do you want to tell the others before they go?
Sure.
We should. Everyone should see this.
So we'll come back to that. Since this is all happening simultaneously, so we're gonna come back to Book, Baston, and Ari. As you guys make your way into the villa, you find yourselves in sort of an entry foyer, which opens up into another larger room surrounded in books. And this is almost just an immediate library.
There's a lot of
Beyond
me.
God damn it. But more than that, you guys see what seems to be a pedestal or altar in the center of the room. And behind that, there's a stone archway.
I hate to be the one to say this, but is there anything of value?
Give me an investigation check.
I hear my name.
Wait. What? Oh, goodness. Ari, thank you.
Wow. Okay. Ari's on that. What is with your
My
guys?
partner sees something.
Baston, you see all the books.
These are books.
You see book.
Book! There's books!
I must be named after them.
The ass compendium.
The ass. Yes. It's canon now.
Volume 1 and
It's
2.
Boston. Boston.
I hate all
May
of
I
you
now
right
take a level in assassin?
Stab. Stab.
Y'all are killing me.
The murder, the suicide booth from Futurama.
All right, so Ari, while Baston seems completely enthralled by all the books surrounding, what you take note of most is the pedestal and the stone archway behind it. And as you examine closer, you notice just the smallest droplets of water at the base of the stone archway.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does the entire archway just seem damp?
I would say with your investigation, yeah, the inside parts of the stones of the archway do seem damp, but there's actual water itself, droplets of it on the ground at the base of it.
He used water to make the portal, I'm guessing, because there's water droplets on the portal. Either that or he was just really sweaty.
Well, I mean, there's the fountain out front. That could very well be the case.
And that's about the point you hear Syrah yelling, "Book!"
I hear my name.
You have a much
I must
louder
go.
voice than mine, probably.
Watchy whip.
So we head back outside and meet with the others. I'm guessing.
Okay.
Unless you still want to look around Bassin and just steal shit.
That's what I would love to do, is just loot the crap out of this place. Because the last house we did this to, we became, pretty well. Our pockets became heavy.
I would like to investigate the rest of the house too.
Okay.
So I would go out and meet the girls.
All right.
Yes.
Book and Bastin, give me another investigation check.
With it.
Or you can roll with advantage if Book's just assisting you.
Who's better at it?
Me.
I've got a +1.
Yeah, I think you both do.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, Book's
You have
got
a
a
+2?
+4. Book's got a +4.
Oh, Beans, you're better at it than me. I'm helping him.
Show the beans.
I always thought it was funny that I always helped him with investigation checks.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's a nat 20.
We found all the monies.
Where's my? I had my
That
Found all
makes
the
me
clues and all
happy.
the
first one of the night. I had a marker. I don't.
And
have a
that's how
marker.
we broke AJ for the night.
We found the deed.
No.
It's so soon.
We found the deed.
This is now our house.
Dingy.
Our
That's
house.
our
Our
level
house.
up.
Our house.
At the
Our
end of
house.
the block.
We found-
Poor AJ.
The
We're
problem is
killing
we can't
books,
have
brother.
a house till we're 10th level. I guess we'll just have to level up.
Level up to 10. Let's go.
Curveball,
So-
there's no deed.
So Book.
Yeah.
With a nat 20. As you two explore the house, you find various gems in odd shapes. And they're not your traditional shapes that you would expect for just a normal gemstone. They're actually almost as though they're shaped into runes of sorts. With
Good.
what you had noticed, they actually seem to match up pretty well with some of the gaps in the stonework of the archway.
Oh no.
Now, beyond that, you also come across Arissa's secret stash of gold.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
As you search through, you come across this painting that actually has a safe behind it, a safe of sorts. It's in a place where he would have never thought it needed to be guarded or locked away, particularly in his room behind a painting. So as you open it up, you come across just this massive bag of gold, and in it there are 5,000 gold pieces.
I am now rich. I will eventually divvy it out to everybody, so
Okay.
I
Yeah.
just know he found a bag.
as soon as we all meet up, I'll divvy it up to everybody.
Now these stones that you said they have runes on them.
There are 3 gems, 3 different colors. One is sort of a teal color, one of them is purple, and the other is yellow. Each of them have different shapes, and they're very specific designs.
Okay.
But Book, you specifically remember seeing similar shapes again in gaps of the stone of the archway.
Interesting.
Or purple, teal, and what?
Purple,
Yellow.
teal, and yellow.
Yellow. Yellow.
I am.
I will hold
so-
on to these for the time being.
I am so mad that you rolled that 20.
I'm not.
Okay.
Is there any notes and stuff that we came across?
No, what you do notice actually is a distinct lack of them. And even more than that, it's as though anything of intellectual value seems to be missing. You see spots in dust-filled corners that are empty and barren and dust-free, as though
Should be
scroll
there.
right, like scroll containers were sitting there piled up that are no longer there.
You must have another workshop somewhere.
That or he was planning to move already. We should go meet up with the others.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Ari, you step out to the courtyard to meet up with Fierna and Syrah as they are beckoning for the rest of the group, and you see them standing by the fountain.
Was this some weird magic stuff that happened with the fountain?
Is there something strange with the fountain? I'm gonna, out of curiosity, I assume there's maybe like some pebbles around or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna pick up a pebble and kind of drop it in the water.
Okay. It has the
See?
same effect. So
Okay.
Ari, you are seeing it for yourself this time as it breaks the surface tension, the ripples begin forming, but time slows and speeds up on and off as the ripple radiates from the central point of origin.
So you see Fiona trying to actually scoop some with the water skin while everyone's catching up. So that's probably what you'll see.
Okay.
So,
Does anything weird happen?
so I guess the water from here, he might have used it inside the house because there's an archway and it's damp and there's some water on the ground. And who knows, maybe that's part of like a ritual to take him to this magic house, whatever dimension that he's in.
I wonder if there was any spell book in that library. That or if we were able to rest the night, I could probably remember a spell in which I can move the water to the stoneway.
Wow, Bastion, I didn't know you teleported from inside the house to outside in that small amount of time.
Yep.
They sauntered over.
We're
Look
still
at the
finding
books!
all the money right now.
Yeah, at this point you guys are just kind of staring in the bag of gold. You haven't made it outside yet.
Aston, we shouldn't share the gold with the others. I just know that they're gonna be snarky. I can feel
Quite
it.
possibly.
Oh, he's
Oh my
hire more
God.
carrots.
He's a greedy warforged. Okay.
He has carrots to feed.
How
see little
not
horns
very
starting to grow.
religious at all.
I am a war domain cleric. I don't give a fuck about your goody two-shoe bullshit.
What about
Steal
you?
from the rich for myself.
I'm kidding.
Robin Hood, no nothing.
So you
All
said
right.
there is water inside then?
I'm guessing it's all connected. So
I think each of us should also get a flask of this water here. I feel
Alright.
strongly about that.
I'll dump out my water skin then and fill up mine.
I
Mine
want
Okay.
with fountain water as well.
Okay. What do you want to try, Ari?
I get the book. I unclass it from its satchel, and I kind of like the spine of the book. I kind of like barely touch it in the water.
Okay.
Barely doesn't do anything. I just want to see if it does it.
All right, I'm gonna go roll
As-
my new character.
Hi, book.
You guys watch as Ari pulls this book from her satchel and goes to place the spine of it, just dipping it into the water. And as she dips it down to the surface of the water, you watch as the water parts around the book.
That is amazing. Fiona's
What-
like, oh my god.
What does that mean?
I
It's
know.
waterproof. Sorry.
Do you have power over this water?
God damn it, Brady.
I like put the book back and I kind of whispered to it. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to see what would happen. I didn't know.
It's like the kid's bath time.
All right, I wanna. Can I take my special dagger and just poke it in the water?
Let's see. Yeah, you can.
So I like sticking it in back.
Nothing actually
Hey.
happens there.
Okay.
Nothing that you can see happens.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing really happens. I had to think about it for a second there, just how it would interact, but
Right.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Interesting.
So I guess we'd collect like all three of us would collect water and go back inside.
Okay. As you guys are collecting water, you see Book and Bastion coming down to greet you guys at the front doorway as you make your way in. You guys kind of meet up there.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do?
Well,
Hello.
up to Book. He's in front of me.
I heard
Hey,
my
you guys.
name.
You guys find anything?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
it's cold.
Besides this bag of gold, I don't know. It's not a lot. Don't worry about it.
100 each.
Oh, that's a cold cleric, man. Cold.
I
We live
will.
in dark times.
I will hand out the gold to everybody.
Okay.
How much gold do you hand?
I hand out 1,000 gold to everybody,
Holy shit, Book.
except for the one I don't trust.
Well, I'm
Which
gonna
one?
take that
Which one is that?
All
one?
of them.
All of us.
He gives it to Murphy.
Nah, everybody gets it. They were all here.
It's
Okay.
parrot.
Do you tell them about the gemstones you found?
Probably. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go with that.
Okay.
Now I'll explain about the water and it seemingly having time shifting properties. Try it yourself, and I'll give them some shards.
I'm assuming you guys try it out, or do you do
No,
something
I
else?
mean I would want to see it for myself.
Well, right. You gave them
I-
the shards. I'm asking what if they're going to try it out, or
So I'm going to go up to it, and I know I have the shards in hand.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick my hand in, holding the shards.
Okay. As you place your hand in the water, you also see the water ripple around it, and it's the same effect. Time in the water seems to slow and speed up as it radiates from your hand, but in your hand, you can feel this energy pulsing around it, affecting the water itself.
Anything happened to my hand?
No,
besides
nothing.
it getting wet.
Nothing happens to your hand. It is wet.
Are the crystals gone?
Crystals are still there.
Ooh. Wait. When they did it, did the crystals disappear?
No.
No.
Okay.
They just
No.
sank.
We just wanted to see the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Is there a bucket?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a bucket around somewhere.
I'm gonna grab a bucket and scoop out a bucket full of water
Okay.
and set it on the ground,
Okay.
and I'm gonna drop something in it.
What are you dropping in it?
Just a piece of the crystals, whatever.
Okay. As you drop a piece of crystal in it, same effect. You watch
Same
it
effect.
as the water ripples slowly. And
I just want to make
scoop-
sure it wasn't the fountain itself,
Mhm.
basically. So if you used this water on that archway, and this water affects time, and he didn't use those runes, which look like they go in the archway, then he took the archway to a different time.
Did we
Question-
hear?
Can I look
Question
the
mark?
archway and see if there's spots where the gemstones would go?
What's that?
Is there spots on the stone archway that where the gems would go? Or
The
look like they would fit?
Yes, there is.
Yep.
mhm. The gems that Book found, yes.
Look,
No.
see if you put them in there. Let's see what this does.
It's a
It'd
bad
be
idea.
exciting.
But if that just opens the portal, why wouldn't he keep them in there?
Perhaps to keep us out.
But we find them. He kept them here.
Maybe he
He-
needs a way back. Maybe it's temporary.
He used the water for a reason, I assume.
They did not anticipate my perceptiveness.
Nobody does.
That is true.
So perceptive. With your special eyes.
We could sleep on it.
I must
So
get
you-
contacts for my very special eyes.
Look. Look
Glaucoma.
at your special eyes.
I'm gonna go over to where the portal was exactly and sprinkle a little water.
Okay. So you're just
See if that does
taking.
anything.
What are you taking the water from? Just from your water skin?
From the
or-
flask that from the
Okay.
skin.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
We have to say some sort of chant off,
Mm.
off our blood, and I just like grab my sword and just cut my hand. My left-
I knew we were soul sisters. I do that every day.
I, like
Oh.
dribble my blood like off,
Book wasn't already questioning it.
and I just say, "Kumbaya."
You want to use my dagger? It's very nice for cutting.
I already cut my hand with my +1.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happens at the application of blood.
Can I see this?
Yeah.
You're perceptive, remember?
Your special eyes do indeed see this.
My breath.
What do you
else
guys
could
want to
we
do? I am loving watching the gears turn right now. This is fantastic.
So, if we put all of them together and then we pour water on,
Can I
them-
just chuck Bastion through the archway?
Haven't I gone through it already? Isn't that how we go to the rest of the house?
Yes.
But that was before the
No,
water and the blood.
the archway is separate. You can get to the rest of the house without passing through the archway.
I'm
Oh.
going to let out a
Yeah.
giant sigh.
I assume it's like a freestanding archway, right? Like
It is.
okay, freestanding. Okay.
What is it? Yeet the Druid Day?
And I put the gems in before she eats him.
You certainly can. You notice as you insert the gems, every time you insert a gem, you get like a shock of static electricity. But you also notice there's not enough gems for all the slots on the archway.
Hmm.
That being said, there are 6 slots. You have 3 gems, and as each of them spark, they light up.
Clearly, there is a boss battle on the other side of this archway, and we must achieve more gems.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds.
You said there were runes like in the gems. Did they match like runes on
The gems are in the shape
archway?
of runes, and
in the
Is
shape
this-
of runes? Okay.
yes.
Is this the back door? Do we need to read the ass compendium? There's 6.
Function
That's why
manual.
there's 6. It's ass.
Okay, so hold on. I'm not
It's
done
the
yet.
gateway.
Y'all are getting carried away. Book is still doing the thing.
Uh-oh.
Book. As you insert the last gem,
Oh no.
you get one more large spark. Not enough to actually cause you physical pain, but time around you seems to stop. And as it does so, everything around you fades to gray.
I'm going to flick Bastion's ear.
It's like flicking a stone. It doesn't move. There's no
That's fine.
give.
You'll feel it later.
My ear just shatters and flies.
But as everything fades to a sort of grayscale color, there are a couple things that stand out. The gems themselves are still in color, and a book across the room sitting on the shelf in the library.
I shall walk over and grab the book.
Okay. As you go to interact with it, it doesn't budge because time is not moving.
I forgot. I will take the last gem back out
Okay.
and go and get the book.
As you remove the gem, time seems to move back into its normal rhythm. Baston, you feel this flick on your ear out of nowhere as Book is over by the stone archway, removing the stone. And you guys notice none of this. As time seems to come back to Book, all you guys see is Book place the stone in and then pull it back out.
Oh,
Which one?
the hell!
What did that do?
1
Nothing.
second,
Feels like-
and I go and grab the book.
Feels
Okay.
like something hit my ear.
You guys watch as Book walks over and pulls this teal-colored book off the shelf.
What is
Does
that?
it have a title?
Okay.
It does. History of the Knights of Ash.
Oh no. Can I get a brief synopsis?
Yeah,
Are you gonna sit there and
Oh,
kind of skim
jacket
it?
on it?
No, there's no jacket
No.
on it.
Okay.
No.
To skim through it, I guess. Yeah.
Give me an investigation. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it's your thing. It's what you do.
He's a fast reader and retains everything.
He's a speed reader with perfect recall.
Let's go find a dragon.
Roll 20 hates me tonight, guys. So,
That or
Well,
hates us.
I just did what it told me to do. I rolled a 20.
We're gonna get into combat. We're gonna get like 4s and 5s.
as you
Right.
skim through this book, you guys watch Book just kind of flipping through the book, his eyes darting around the pages as he speed reads through it. You come across information on the subject of the title, the Knights of Ash. And as you skim through, you realize that the Knights of Ash were branded heretics by the Church of Apithos. The Knights of Ash were once members of the Cinder Knights, having separated themselves from the church and basically went on a small-scale war against them, declaring that they believed their god to be a false god, and went on this small campaign of trying to remove all credibility from the church before finally disappearing into obscurity about a decade later.
Can I read some of that? I'm gonna try to peek over his shoulder.
Okay.
You pick up every third
like-
word
I
of
like
every
books.
second page.
I like books.
I hand her the book.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Yeah, she can absolutely flip through the book. Give me an investigation roll. See how quickly you
Okay.
skim through it and see what you gather
Okay.
from it.
There wasn't anything about like any gems or anything, was there?
No.
Oh,
Or an
investigation.
archway.
Mm-mm.
Yay.
Yeah, you actually managed to kind of skim over and gather some of the same points that Book had noticed. The things that stand out to you most are claims that the Cinder Knights were disavowing the Church of Apithos, claiming that the church was centered around worship of a demon rather than a god.
Don't say.
The Cinder Knights were saying that, or the Knights of Ash? were
Knights
saying
of
that?
Ash.
The Knights of
Okay.
Ash were saying that.
Yeah.
Book and Fierna, the other thing that you come across in the book, since your rolls were so high, is a page with 2 images on it. One of them being the flame in a tower shield that you recognize as the icon of Apithos, and the other being what appears to be an extinguished campfire sitting in front of a moon all colored in blue. This is the mark of the Knights of Ash.
An extinguished campfire.
A
Yes.
moon? Wait, a moon?
Yes.
Is it what we saw drawn in oh my, Priscilla's note?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I
it's
was
exactly
thinking.
that.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
She must be part of these Knights of Ash.
She's a dumbass. Yeah.
Really?
I trust her. We should go find her.
She's a dumbass. Yeah.
That's a lot of information right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that's what happens when Book rolls a nat 20 and investigates to find something that I had set for you to only find on a nat 20.
Hey.
Does the book say, I'm gonna ask Spirit and book, does it say when the Knights of Ash were like prevalent, active, not
still
disappeared
active.
into obscurity?
It doesn't
been-
give an exact date, but it kind of alludes to this being something that happened a few hundred years back.
200 years ago.
Yeah, it's nothing like defined set dates, but you can kind of get the idea that it happened centuries ago.
No, I'm sure these heretics are still around.
I see my notes from last week. Just killed B03K at Riss's house. Need to search and pillage.
You did
Mission
that.
accomplished.
Yeah, yeah.
Good job, book. Good job.
I would like to grab all the silverware.
Okay. Riss, having the finer taste in things, you guys managed to get quite the haul in silverware, candelabra, and other knickknacks of value, basically amassing to about another 250 gold.
Ooh,
How much of that
knickknacks.
is the silverware?
Probably about 150 of it.
I
Were
hold
there
on
any
to the
paddywhacks?
silverware. They can have the rest.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Book's obsessed with silverware.
I'll just hold on to this. book.
No, I know why Book wants the silverware.
What is he gonna become, like a ferret scarecrow or something?
No, don't give him ideas.
He's
I can just imagine all these little metal prongs sticking out.
someone's secretly a werewolf.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So, what do you guys want to do from here?
I would like to take a long rest, please.
Okay. Are you just going to stay at Riss's Manor or head back?
It's not like anybody else is going to be here.
I mean,
Rich might come back.
he could come back.
That's true.
I have a
We should stay
question.
here.
I have an answer.
Oh, the flame in the tower shield
Hmm.
with these Knights of Ash. That was the same. Was that the same thing they had tattooed? The ones that we fought. Just refreshing my memory here.
Yeah,
You said
the ones that had the mark of Apithos on them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that mark.
Yep.
Okay.
The bodies out in front of the fountain, can we kind of dispose of?
Yes, absolutely. I'm assuming
Okay.
Sierra might want something to do with that as well.
Oh, Sarah.
I've got one spell slot left. I guess what
We-
spell?
We would burn them.
Burn them. Okay.
Oh.
In the rich neighborhood? We're going to have to get rid of them, kind of discreetly till we get to someplace where
Bury
Burning
them in the
flesh.
If you guys,
hair ain't
if you
gonna be
guys
bad.
remember, Riss's residence is actually kind of tucked back
mean,
away from all the
yeah.
other places. Like,
Oh,
You
that's
wouldn't-
right.
I don't think it's wise to carry them through town.
Probably not.
How you doing? Okay, yeah, that's...
You could be a little bit more respectful.
we-
These are my tribe's people.
Can we take
Yeah.
them around to the side of the building? So that way,
Yeah.
say if Riss does come through the portal again, he's not going to notice the bodies.
Right. So
or...
so to kind of refresh your memory on the layout of Riss's villa here, it's tucked back behind the trees and it's pretty isolated. So there is a tree line that wraps all the way around the villa itself, barring vision from Riss's home.
Okay.
Which also means that none of the other residents of the Diamond District can see you guys from there.
I just want him to see the the scorch marks if we burn them.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, it's the main point is that if you tuck them around the house, nobody's going to see you take them back there.
I was more worried about if Riss came back. He
Sure.
would kind of be like, okay, wait, something did happen. Piques his interest. Might be a little bit early of a battle that we don't want currently.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely move them around if need be.
I would like to be deactivated right where the portal was. Off to the side, probably 10 feet.
Okay. Going into sentry mode.
Oh, we're staying here?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There are plenty of rooms enough for everybody to take one. Book goes into sentry mode basically right off to the side by the portal there. You guys can take a long rest if you would like.
I'll take an hour.
Are you doing watches to see just in case?
I only need an hour and then I'll watch, but I do need a short sleep.
Well, so here's the thing. If you don't take a long rest per day, you do have to deal with points of exhaustion.
Okay, never mind.
Keep
I'll
that in
rest.
mind. Points of exhaustion add up and it gets dirty.
Okay. Well, I'll do the first watch or whatever. And then I'll just pass out.
I mean, something also to keep in mind, Book never really sleeps even if he's in deactivation mode, correct? You're kind of like a sentry.
Yep, and I still have full perception and everything.
Okay.
Massive.
Okay.
Nice. I wasn't sure if you guys knew that. I thought you did because I thought you guys had used that before, but
No.
I'm going to try to like a makeshift like bed, if you will, just to get comfortable, but still be within, close distance of Book in case anything does happen.
Okay.
I heard there was once a scroll that made a tiny house, and I want to find that scroll.
Consider that
Maybe
noted.
one day.
Consider that noted.
We'd go around the book.
So, you guys are kind of bedding in for the night. You guys have some time to rest. Is there anything you want to do before sleeping?
Take care of Arlen.
Okay. You have a little time with Arlen, and then Arlen puts you into deactivation mode, as is your usual ritual.
I'm going to grab a book off the shelf and just kind of read before sleep.
Okay, Fiona?
I'll attempt my prayer.
Okay.
AJ, bots in your chat.
Yep.
Kill it with fire!
Oh,
I cannot.
To plug in the string.
I can't ban people, damn it.
I can. Maybe.
There we go.
Okay, you guys got it?
I can't see it. You'll have to get it.
It's...
What's the name?
There's another one.
32044.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is being done.
Where's all your mods?
What mods? The mods I had, well, don't really come to the chat anymore. Although I haven't seen them in a while either. I should probably be concerned.
Are you guys still alive?
Right?
Or they're just not using Twitch as much.
I mean, that's entirely possible too. I will have to recruit new mods. They has their own. Okay, so. Yep. Drop in the band hammers.
There.
All
I
right.
didn't even see that.
Yep. All right.
I only
can
saw
bet
two.
This
Save.
Bulbasaur guy.
All right.
He seems to be asking for it.
He's trouble.
Like they messaged me directly too.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, they
Yeah.
did?
One of
yeah,
one of them
don't
did.
do
Yeah.
that.
One of them did.
Did they ask for free nudes?
No. They asked me if I wanted to become famous fast and to buy
You should
followers.
send him a picture of Dick Cheney.
Just send him
Tell
a
him that you
picture of
sent him a
noodles.
dick pic.
Oh.
I just go with the old Nixon.
That's fair. That's fair. Nothing like a good throwback. Okay, so Fiona's trying her prayer. Sarah, what are you doing before bed?
Looking at Priscilla's letter.
Okay. Looking for anything in particular? I believe you've pretty much been over it.
Yeah, just been over it, so just kind of looking at the drawing again and
Reminiscing.
yeah, noticing that it's like what was in the book that Fiona showed us.
Okay.
I'll actually hand it to Fiona so she can put it in the book.
Okay.
She has the book.
Thank you. Okay. Let me note that.
Okay. And what about you, Ari?
I am looking in Reese's library for books of poetry.
Yeah, I would say it's not that difficult to come across that. A lot of the books that are here are literary. There are a few scattered engineering books,
Mm-hmm.
similar to what was found in the workshop at Books Old Home.
Okay.
Though perhaps nothing quite so technical.
And then I would read poetry to the spirits that I see.
Okay. And while the spirits don't speak any tangible words, they do kind of start to gather around as you read the poetry to them and kind of settle in for a while as they've basically just become spectators and are enjoying the time.
They need love too.
So, Fiona, what are you saying in your prayer to your patron?
I am going to inquire about the Knights of Ash
Okay.
to see what he can tell me about them. And also if he knows about portals and where they go to. Shot in the dark.
Go ahead and give me a prayer roll.
Okay.
You speak your prayer into the night, and as you do, you don't get any sort of actual response, but you do get the impression somebody is listening, reminding you that while you may not always get the answer you're looking for, you are always watched.
That's not creepy.
Take that as you will.
Well, he saw me asking about books in the library. That was a little weird. Yeah.
All right. And with that, you guys turn in for the night. Go ahead and refill your hit points, refill your spell slots. You guys are topped off, fully rested.
Is that 1 day off of my coin?
It's a full 24 hours from when you
Full
use it. So,
24.
yeah.
So yeah, okay. I just keeping track because it's once a week.
Oh,
so.
oops, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing.
You should be sorry.
New computer, who dis?
New fingers, apparently. Who does?
And we
Yeah.
level up. Okay, so.
What? What?
Got
We
it.
leveled up.
Is that,
Okay.
is that the
Give me 1
sound of
second.
rocks falling? What?
The
I
house
hit my armor class
on
19.
itself.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh man,
We leveled.
No.
No.
No. God, y'all are killing me here.
They have a plus 19 to hit, and
Consensus
any
says
ones
yes,
that they roll, they
so-
get to reroll.
When I get to level 11, I get another spell slot. Yay!
Oh man, warlocks. Oof.
So far away.
Oof. Yeah, but
Oh,
warlocks
that's
at
okay.
warlocks at
Yeah.
higher levels get spells that they can just cast once per day.
Yeah,
So it's just like
Starting at level
there.
10. Yeah, they
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, they're weird.
I like
Warlocks are
that.
weird.
I can't complain too much.
So
It's fun.
you guys get a full night's rest. It is completely uninterrupted. Riss does not appear to have made his way back to the villa in the night, and you guys have free run of the joint for now.
Mm.
So what do you
Anyone
want to do?
thirsty? I've got a flask of water. On track.
Don't know if we should drink that.
Yeah. Where'd that ferret go? I'm kidding. I'm
oh,
kidding.
I grab Fiona and shove her up against the wall and choke her.
Oh, that went downhill quick. All right, good game, guys. We had a good run.
where is the love?
Zero.
Be careful.
Ashy.
All right, it's fine.
Nobody jokes around about the ferret.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So,
All right, where to?
what's the plan today, folks?
Well,
We
We
need
know
to
where
fight
the eldest
Greece.
Bane
Greece.
dragon is.
Well, if I recall right, that dragon is in a swamp.
wait, what dragon? What are we talking about?
We had seen through a portal in one of our previous battles. There was a dragon that went through a portal.
Are you on the right campaign?
You're definitely not in the right game, my dude.
I swear to God, we did.
Wrong game. That's
Brace
I'm
campaign.
so
yep, that's Red's campaign.
Was this
Logo's
thing
not even in my
Seinfeld?
campaign.
I know, right?
I'm sitting here and I'm like, what?
I'm just like,
I've heard this story before, but it's not mine.
It's not. Yeah, I'm like, it's,
unless it's metaphorical.
I read a book about it.
Let me go get Kyle for a logo.
I was listening to that and I was like, what? What?
This is familiar to me. I know this story.
I was confused because I was like, that's the other campaign. I'm like,
Dragon
Logo's
Swamp?
not,
Wait, what?
Logo's not in that campaign.
I'm
How the
just
fuck did this happen?
I'm sitting here just like, I don't remember putting a dragon in here yet. Did I? Where's my notes?
The only thing I could think of is it was metaphorical, and I'm just like, what is he talking about? A
Oh,
dragon?
there goes Lucy.
I thought that too. I
got
thought that too. I was
excited.
like, okay, he's talking like, okay, the Bane dragon, the one that's left, is in a swamp.
Yeah.
And, I was
And
like,
I'm
no,
just
that's
sit-
not what he's talking about.
And I'm over here just like,
I'm just sitting here like, did I drop some lore that I don't remember?
I hope not.
We know where the eldest Bane dragon lives, kind of.
In the swamp. Like,
Oh my gosh.
In the swamp with the dragon.
Is Irving Bane Dragon really
The Bane
Silverfrod?
Dragon.
Oh,
AJ,
no.
He's an undead
cross
bone
over
dragon.
again. Let's go.
Maybe. We'll talk.
He's secretly the bastard child of the fucking dragon.
Hey, just remember, ZL disappeared, guys. ZL's out in the world somewhere. In some world. I don't.
Logo's apparently drunk.
Dragon. Oh, It's the fucking.
I am so
Dragon
proud of you that you took notes for my campaign, even though you're not in it. Though. I'm really proud of you.
That's actually
don't-
impressive.
It is. It is.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I've watched like 1 or 2 episodes.
You've watched enough to know what's going on.
The important ones, apparently.
Yeah, but do you know what's
I mean,
going
we're
on?
on
in
episode
the campaign?
17, so I mean, 2 is kind of like meh. But you watched
How
all
long
of
ago was
Dragon
that?
Portal, apparently.
I mean, it's been in like 2 or 3 episodes, so.
I oopsied when I should have. Where's my coaster?
All right, guys. Why don't we take a quick break now that you guys got your long rest in, and
And then we can
we'll figure out which game we're playing.
God.
All right. All right, guys. We'll be right back. So stay tuned. Grab some popcorn, grab a drink, do what you got to do, and we'll see you guys in a few.
I'm a more.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. We are back. We are doing the thing. Reminded everybody, if you guys like what you're seeing here, go ahead and tweet about us using the hashtag Halcyon Tales. I see Amethyst out there already spamming the Halcyon Tales / Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Hashtag Free Willy. Get on Twitter. Hashtag Halcyon Tales.
So
Hashtag Free Willy.
So
Go.
here's the thing. The problem with the Free Willy tag is when you look up the Free Willy tag, it actually brings up stuff for the movie Free Willy.
I
Okay,
would
cool.
say we should change it to Free Willy HT.
Yeah, something like
Oh.
that would be good.
Free Willy HT. There you go.
HT Willie.
Oh.
Free Willy HT. You heard it.
For like the last 2 weeks, nobody has like tweeted anything about it, and I had kind of forgotten about it until we get into game, and then you guys say something.
Wait. I'm going on Twitter right now.
Who's Willy? Yeah. Let's get that going, huh? Who's Willy?
Who the fuck said that?
I think that's gonna pull up something else.
Who the fuck said that?
Nobody.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might have to start putting something for the chat in the overlay here so that when I post this to YouTube, people have an actual clue what's going on.
Well.
I got banned from AJ's chat.
Oh no. Damn it. Brave.
All right.
He unbanned me.
Good.
All right. We just woke up, and we're gonna have a
Yep.
plan.
You guys just woke up. It is a new day.
Okay.
You guys are fully restored. What do you want to do?
Who wants to be astrally projected? Okay.
We need to
Let's-
find Riss, right?
Well, didn't we just try
Yeah.
that?
Where? Oh, we don't even know where he went. How do we even start?
Would his brother know? I know they hate each other, but perhaps we could
Remember,
make a deal.
Irving's kind of on the down low right now. He's kind of in hiding.
Yeah, I assume,
Too
but
keen on
he's,
trying to see.
from what I understand, he's sort of in hiding because of
His
Riss.
dad being dead as well.
And well, that's new, but he was in hiding before that. So, if he's hiding from Riss, maybe we could make him a deal to help him get rid of his problem.
his brother problem.
Aren't brothers always a problem? I don't know. I never had one. Just asking
No.
for a friend.
Not really. I love my brother.
So I'll be able to confront some of my sins.
I mean, perhaps you shouldn't be, the face guy.
Yeah, no. I think someone's gonna need to watch the entrance of Cara Dune. I can definitely do that.
But don't people want you dead in the city?
Yeah,
Nope,
mostly,
not
I
at the
think
entrance.
Irving.
Just Irving. And his friends.
Wouldn't you be the perfect bait to bring him out of hiding?
Nope.
Well, and perhaps we take care of his wrist problem, and
Why don't you guys pose
we
as
get you off the hook.
Why don't we pose as what?
assassins? Come to kill a man named Bastion and try to find out where he's at. Use that as a lead, and I'll be out the
Wouldn't
gate.
he have middlemen who would do that for him?
Oh, we
He wouldn't know that we travel with you. He might have eyes and ears everywhere.
Would someone like
maybe you guys caught me.
Do we feel like we checked every single thing in the house? Pretty much.
Oh, I think so.
We're thorough.
You've checked it over fairly well.
Okay.
With that nat 20, I think we've found every single dust particle too.
Wow.
Would someone like Lady Scarlet or Cillian perhaps know somebody who could?
Oh yeah, maybe your boy, your mate Cillian might know.
Oh, we've asked him before. He's had nothing.
And Lady Scarlet.
I don't think we've gone back to see her yet. At least for some time.
Well, she
she
gave
can't
us-
know where everyone is. I think this is a more of like a magical matter. I don't know. I mean, we can try.
I mean, there might be another way. It's just an idea. I would want to know where my enemy was.
Maybe you just go back to Lady Scarlet and see if she's seen anything.
The industrial district is closed.
It's
Well, we-
closed.
We can try Scarlet, and then we can try the Mage Guild again, maybe.
What
I
are you
don't-
finding out in the industrial district?
The industrial
Just-
district it's not necessarily closed, it's just not easily accessible to the public, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
More or less closed to the public.
Yeah.
Ish.
Nobody's going to want to venture out to go there.
If you're not expected there, you're not wanted there.
Could he be hiding there? Could he?
Very well could be.
Maybe he paid them to keep it closed.
Someone
Very
has to.
hush-hush.
Someone has to know where he is. He still has to be getting information. Yes. So somebody somewhere has to be able to get a message to him or something. We just need to find who that is.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, my character's supposed to be dumb.
Well, you can.
So what do you actually say? Because
Well,
that was
here's-
in your head.
Well, here's the thing.
Fine.
Your character can be dumb and still be good at tracking.
Well, I would be good at that, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
What, being dumb or tracking?
Tracking.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it make sense for your character to at least kind of have an idea of how to track someone down?
Yeah.
Hunting prey would be up her alley. Like that's kind of what she does. Riss and Irving at this point are just another form of prey.
We haven't gotten a description of Irving yet, right?
You haven't given everybody one.
Okay.
Neither have I, but yeah.
Okay. So that it just hasn't come up yet.
Right,
We should
basically.
probably go and talk to him. This Irving fellow.
All right, let's
With-
find him.
Where to find him first?
We're on the hunt.
So where do you guys
So
want to go
Lady
from here?
Scarlet in the district,
Okay.
or do we want to go there first and then go to her if we don't find anything?
Go where first?
The industrial district.
Oh, the place we're not welcome.
He
Maybe
would
like
At least to the start.
Yeah.
Maybe get a
We can
view.
try. Let's
Yeah.
try. I think we should try.
Yeah.
the industrial district?
Not everyone's gonna fight us at once.
Oh, God.
Well, you can certainly try. So,
Um,
I was saying,
Here,
if that
here
doesn't
is
work, then
here
we
is
can-
my thought.
okay.
We went first night back to Cillian's bar. And they immediately found Baston. So someone there is watching. Someone there can get to Irving.
So you're saying go back and see?
I say go back to Earthly Delights.
Yes,
To the
I
empty-
like that idea.
He's a criminal. He has connections. Someone knows how to find him there.
What if we ask, or what if
Someone knew to look for you, Baston.
Everybody wants a little piece of me, I guess.
no? What if we do some undercover work?
Is Book still wearing his giant ferret suit?
I am.
Yep, he never took it off.
And I'm gonna point to Book and I would say, undercover like that.
Kinda. More
That's-
like we dress in stuff we would normally not wear and maybe pry some information out of some people.
I blend into my surroundings. I am set.
We could be a traveling circus slash assassin slash
Kids party performers.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Cillian has a trunk full of things.
Does your friend Cillian have a back door?
Well, I don't know him well enough to kind
You
of
may
get
not
that
be
kind of
able to enter
information.
it. I'm pretty sure it's only an exit.
Book has a point. As for the bar, I've no idea.
Okay, so we have the bar and we have See Scarlet. We can do both. So
Yeah, we can do both.
We're just which one
Yep.
we're gonna go first. Yeah. We'll go to the bar. I'm for going to the bar first.
I just know we can't do them both at the same time.
Right.
I mean, you could.
Unless you want to split the party, but I don't think
Nah.
that's smart.
Splitting the
I'll take
party is
Baston to
always
the
an
most dangerous
option.
place. Baston,
So
let's
Just
go.
a second. Where are we going?
The most dangerous place for you. Let's go.
Oh, wonderful.
Which
bar.
which place is that?
To find Irving.
All the places.
the bar,
The bar or the brothel?
the bar,
Now,
The
the
bar.
brothel, they seem to like me. Just as long as they kept their hands off my coin purse.
I think the brothel. I think the brothel lady is like your coin.
They sure tried to.
Hey, you seem to hit it off pretty well.
Oh,
Okay, so
egg.
where do you guys want to head to first?
Cillian's? That
Okay.
The
Empty tankard.
bar.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
All my big bags are upstairs. Oh.
And that's probably the most anyone's heard Sarah speak in one setting.
Oh,
Hunting something down. Sears all for it. Like,
Yeah.
are we going to be doing a stakeout at all?
I would say we
Or are we
go
just
in,
going in and
but that's just me.
well, because I can turn into an animal and I could be with you guys, but not with you guys.
Yeah.
But only
Yeah.
for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Maybe.
That way, the whole friendly similarity, like he's gonna be friendly with me, but
Oh.
if I'm not around, maybe potentially a different story.
If he's not around, maybe we could say Bastion went missing and we'd like to speak to Irving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meet with him and see.
you guys can attempt whatever you want.
I don't know. That might be a long shot. But
I'm gonna turn into a weasel.
The cute little ferret.
Is
Oh,
that
cool.
Lancelot?
He's got me.
No, that's not Lancelot. He's not big enough.
He's not a ferret. He's a noodle.
Oh, that's actually kind of handy to know that I can last that long in beast shape now.
What is it, like an hour for each level or something, or 2 hours?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. It's 2 hours.
Still quite some time.
That's
Mhm.
nice.
Or what is it, like
Um,
half your druid level rounded down?
I believe so.
It's something like that.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
And if we wait around for an hour, I get my point back. Ha
All right. So
But yeah, I'm just gonna turn into a common cat.
okay.
Everyone knows that there's a cat around, and
Yeah, cats are very inconspicuous.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
How to tell when somebody spends
a
their time
walking
on
cat.
TikTok?
I actually don't have TikTok. So.
Really? The only
Me
place I've
neither.
heard that is fucking obnoxious.
I
Um,
just
Yeah.
know the show.
I guess as soon as we get to the bar, that's when I'll turn it into.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys get to the empty tankard, you guys duck around a corner and Bastin into Kitty.
Mouse.
Mouse.
I'm going to be a lot more alert, and I can kind of sneak around a little bit better,
Okay. Okay.
watching out for feetsies.
Okay. So, are you the rest of you guys just heading into the tavern then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Bastin, are you just kind of running in behind them then, or as they go in?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sneaking around.
Okay. First off, give me a stealth check.
Okay, I would like to also like as I'm going towards the bar. So
Brave's power has gone to his head.
Brave. God damn it!
you said stealth. Yeah, I've been bullied.
Bullied. The bullying.
No bully.
Stealth. Okay, good stealth. You guys make your way into the bar, and as you do, you actually see it's a pretty empty bar at the moment, with the exception of two people: Cillian behind the bar and Lady Scarlet at the bar on the other side, having what appears to be a rather heated discussion, though fairly quiet. As soon as they notice you guys enter the bar, they kind of stop with their discussion and
Do I see anything behind the bar?
Cillian.
Okay. Well, granted, that's all I can really see.
Yeah. You see some booze bottles.
Who's he talking to?
Lady Scarlet.
Yeah. I'll approach first.
You do them both.
And Scarlet takes note of Fiona first and lets out a polite smile and nods.
Lady Scarlet, it is always a pleasure to see you.
And you as well. So,
How are you doing these days?
you know, doing well enough. Suppose I should probably be on my way.
Is everything okay?
Okay is a relevant term.
And I kind of start to walk with her away, and I'm like, I can always help you with anything. If there's anything you need, you just let me know.
You have proven yourselves useful in the past. However, in my line of work, everything comes with a price. And I'm not one who likes to be in other people's debt.
Well, I'd be lying if I say I didn't hear you having a slight argument. Is there something wrong?
Suffice it to say, I've been waiting on a delivery. That has, well, the merchant and I are not exactly seeing eye to eye at the moment.
Well, if we knew what kind of delivery this was, perhaps we can help ensure that you get it.
If I wanted people knowing what the delivery was, I would be telling them now, wouldn't I?
Right.
Unfortunately, a certain goblin merchant down in the industrial zone is causing problems. Took my delivery and then, well, he has raised the price substantially from what it was.
What's his name, this goblin?
Sizek.
Sizek. I bet it has a lot of S's and Z's.
How is that spelled?
Yeah.
Sizzik.
Oh.
Well, that's not how I spelled it at all.
That's almost how I spelled it.
Spell it like it sounds.
I spelled it CZIZZIC.
That's
SCZIC. Sizzik.
like why?
Anybody else? Anyone?
Anyone got a weird, funky spelling, or are we just gonna run with that?
ZIZZIC.
CZIZZIC.
The third Z is silent.
I see.
SKAISM.
KEVIN.
In any case,
Is he new, or have you dealt with him before?
well, I've dealt with him in the past, unfortunately. He decided that after digging into my shipment, he could raise the price substantially. And
Ooh,
I'm
that's
not
terrible.
I'm not one to play around with that sort of thing.
Do you know if he does this to others as well?
I have no doubt
I've-
about it. He
He
may be
must
scum,
have
but he's a smart merchant.
Mm.
And typically he's been reliable.
But till now.
Up until now.
I feel like we're going to have to do another job for the Lady of the Night.
Mm.
Is there something that you would require of me?
Perhaps she should hear what we have to say to Cillian.
Okay, well, I have a feeling we're going to be exchanging here, so I might as well get comfortable. And she walks over and sits back down on a bar stool near the bar. As you look over and see Cillian's already got 4 tankards of mead sitting on the bar, just waiting for you guys. He's had them sitting on the bar while you were discussing with her. He's just been waiting for you to approach.
I need a bowl of water too, please.
All right. And he walks over with a big wooden bowl. This one bigger than the last one so that Arlen can fully submerge if he wants to. He knows what it's for.
And I put Arlen in the water. Give him a little floaty.
Yeah.
Arlen likes fire. I want it.
Arlen doesn't mind lounging, though.
Oh, he's a pampered pet.
He absolutely is. Arlen has a taste for the finer things in life.
He has about 100 gold in with his cage.
That
is it in the water with him?
No, that's in his cage. That's his hoard.
That's
Maybe
his
he wants
word,
to-
it's
He's
growing.
doing little backstrokes. in
Maybe
the
he wants to
bowl.
bathe his hoard and clean it like a raccoon.
Can I delete that?
Excuse
from
me.
my eyes?
Cillian,
Yeah, what's up?
do you have one of those small kegs?
I guess, like,
A small barrel with
How-
nothing in it.
how small are we talking?
Probably about
Uh,
this big.
probably got something.
Perfect.
Let me go look. And he heads into the back and comes out with this small. It's about this big, but it's a mini keg basically. It's
Perfect.
whatever it was probably like a sample of something that he got from one of his
Mhm.
distributors.
I'll toss him a gold.
Yeah, no, thanks. That paying me and taking out my trash. Great. Okay.
Thank you, Cillian.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
have any more, let me know.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Okay, thank you.
So what's up, folks? Drink up.
Do you know where Irving is?
Nah, I haven't seen him around lately. I mean, nobody really has.
I think he has eyes around. He found Bastion first night we were back.
Well, he'd be dumb if he didn't have eyes around, that's for sure.
I'm gonna try to use my insight to see if he's being honest.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Roll an
Okay.
insight check.
Okay.
That is exactly what that does.
Would be a great time for a telltale
Yeah.
heart.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a
Or-
20 insight. He's
or
he's
20.
he's
That's a really good
absolutely telling the truth. From everything you're getting just from interacting with Cillian, he's probably one of the few stand-up guys in town here. He doesn't really beat around the bush, and he tries not to get caught up in other people's bullshit.
Hmm.
Squeak, squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeaker.
Is there anyone else you might know that can help us locate him?
And then he glances over to Lady Scarlet. I mean, it's kind of what she does.
Hmm.
Which is why we wanted to talk to both of you. We thought perhaps between the two of you, one of you at
Eh.
least might have a way to
Well, between you and
find
me,
him, get him a message.
between you and me, yeah, Lady Scarlet needs some help, but what she needs help with is actually gonna help both of us. See, I kind of deal with Sizik myself a little bit from time to time in some similar dealings for different reasons, though. And now that
Is
he
he
knows,
shaking you down too?
he's shaking everybody down who's been getting these shipments from him. I'm more of a distributor, I guess you could say. But in any case, he's holding out. Holding out from a lot of people.
And this is new.
Yeah, relatively. I'm thinking
How long?
day or two. My best guess is somebody tipped him off to what he's been getting in from Doan.
If a person was to hide, go underground in this city,
Good luck.
the best place to do it would be where?
Well, the bar. Here.
But I doubt you're keeping Irving at your bar.
No. Me and him aren't that close. But that being said, this is a place of sanctuary. This is always was.
But not for him.
Technically, if he ever were to declare it, he could call sanctuary here.
So you just walk in and say, I declare sanctuary.
Mhm.
That's how it works.
In the most simple of terms, yeah.
Could he hide in the industrial district? Would he have... He would have contacts there, yes?
Oh, I'm sure he's got contacts everywhere. If he really wanted to get around, yeah, I'm sure he could probably hang out there.
And it's hard to get in.
Hard enough unless you got a pass of some
reason.
sort. Tell you what. You guys feel like dealing with Sizik?
As long as we know it'll lead us to his location.
I
Not
think we
Cecil,
feel like dealing with Irving.
Irving.
Well,
He
Yes.
could be hiding in the industrial district,
Right.
and we could also help you, Cillian, and also Lady Scarlet if we say we're going there on your behalf to probably get your items back.
and you see Cillian kind of shoots a glance over at Scarlet, and she sighs exasperatedly before pulling out what appears to be a small card and setting it on the bar before sliding it over to you guys.
I look.
It is a writ of passage for the industrial district, obtained by those who deal with merchants that specifically work within the district itself. Do not lose that. And make sure I get it back.
I put it in the. I slip it in like the front part of my book.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Lady Scarlet and I'm gonna say, do you have anything at all that could help us find Irving. And I'm just gonna say, I don't know much about him. I know he is criminal, but his brother is going to cause a big problem.
That sounds about
have
par for the
to-
course with that family.
We have to find Riz.
Riss, I don't know his location.
Another bot.
Kill it with fire!
And I don't expect you to, but I know there is no love lost between Irving and Riz. I figure perhaps Irving might be our best bet to find Riz. Even if they are on the outs.
I tell you what. Deal with Sizik. Get me my shipment. And I'll give you Irving's exact location.
Fair enough.
I love Mouse Logo freaking out right now.
What was that?
He's a mouse, you don't know.
Squeak, squeaker, squeaker, squeak, squeaker, squeak, 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 squeak.
Arlen, there's prey. Go and get it.
Arlen peeks his head out of the water bowl a little bit and kind of looks around.
I grab Mouse Logo. I'm like,
I'm supposed to be sneaky. Don't do this. I'm behind the bar anyways. What are you doing behind the bar? Yeah.
I actually need to check something. Hold up a second.
does he
That's
step
a
on
no
you?
no.
Does he step on you
No, no. Don't
and
touch me.
kills you?
It's my no square.
You better have a high dex.
That's a mouse, probably.
Mouse probably does.
Mouse,
Yeah,
how's your class?
I got a decent dex.
Mouse, kill it! Kill it!
Nope. Squish.
Squish. He's a
Ah.
pan. He's a mouse pancake.
Plus
I'm a mole now.
you're a
Ow! Ow!
the children are rioting.
Right in the cha
Outside. Don't they have more freedom now? Can't they go do other riots elsewhere?
Oh no, I was talking about
As long as they wear their masks.
Oh,
So,
they didn't do that in
I thank
Ozarks
Lady
this weekend.
Scarlet for her time. Sorry.
that's fine. She nods and smiles and kind of nods to the rest of the group. Baston, in the back of your mind, you hear Lady Scarlet's voice. You know, you don't have to be quite so sneaky.
I shouldn't do the talking anymore.
Well, I guess for me the jig is kind of up.
You're just gonna fully appear.
assassin comes in.
Wait, how much of the bar goes to the wall behind the bar? So like, is there like room to like mix drinks, or is there
Yeah, there's room to
just
mix
like
drinks.
or is there just enough room for like 2 glasses? You know what I'm saying?
No, there's absolutely room to mix drinks back there. But you notice behind the bar, the platform is actually raised up higher than the ground in the rest of the bar.
So there's no way for me to do like some ninja acrobatic act.
I mean, you could. The room back there is a little bit tight. The platform that is back behind the bar is
I
actually
just want to
raised.
reappear, kind of like, yeah, I figured somebody was gonna catch me.
Yeah, you
and,
can
like,
absolutely
lounge
do that.
On
Wouldn't
the
the
back
bar come up
of
to
the
like
bar.
his waist?
Yeah, you
though?
can do that. The bar comes up to Cillian's waist, but Cillian's waist is a lot lower to the ground than everybody else's.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could absolutely like position yourself on the bar, like sprawling out as you shift back into your normal form. And you do so.
Yeah, I guess somebody was about to find me. Maybe it
And
was gonna be you.
she kind of chuckles and looks over at you. Well, to be fair, I knew you were here. I just didn't know where.
5 gold coins. You found the mouse.
And she kind of picks one up and throws it back at you. A little bit of heads up. Just because somebody can talk in your head doesn't mean they know exactly where you are. Keep that in mind.
Exactly, schmackly. You knew the area. It was only a minute or two of time.
All right. Well, since we have a deal, take care of Sizik. I'll leave that up to you as to how. Ensure my shipment arrives, and Cillian's, I suppose. And then I will give you the information you require.
I have
shake.
one more request, Miss Scarlet.
Well, aren't we getting demanding now?
No,
What is
it's just a question. I have been having a very hard time finding someone to help me with my spell book. Do you happen to know anyone that can help me with that?
I know.
Scrolls and the like.
I know people all over the place. Is there something in particular
I know you do.
you need help with?
Well, you know me as a warlock. I like to transcribe and keep my own little library of spells, and there's so many that I'm missing. And I was just wondering if you knew who I could go to that actually sold scrolls.
I tell you what. Deal with Sizik and I'll provide you something from my personal collection.
Thank you. That's very generous.
I know. Now,
Smile.
shoot. Time is of the essence.
Where can I get gunpowder from?
Huh.
Gunpowder merchant.
Black powder?
Yes.
Huh, that is a good question. You'd probably have to go to Veer for that, as they deal a little bit more with that sort of thing.
Where are they located?
Southeast of here.
Fantastic. Is that on the way to Schism?
Here's another
No.
town.
Veer is another town.
Never mind. Thank you.
Okay.
Isn't Veer where we sent Bastard von Liechtenstein? Baldric Ennis?
Yes.
From there to there. That's hilarious.
How far away is it roughly?
Just Berkshire.
Yeah,
So we
it's
On
traveled
the
through
way.
there.
yeah. You guys went and buy it on the way. It's a day or two. Let me take a look. Yeah, about a.
How quaint.
Shy is surprised.
Are you able to drop that map onto the Roll20 for us?
It's already there. You guys. Oh wait, you guys are still on.
No,
the,
no. Like, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So you're looking at about a 2-day travel.
Oh boy.
I would appreciate it if us as a group would be able to go to Veer.
Yeah, Veer is just north of
Now?
Berkshire
Wait,
and
what?
northwest of Blackwood.
Not
Wait.
now.
We can stop and see Bria, see how she's doing.
Wait. What? Why
Bria?
are we...
Who
Bria,
lives in Berkshire?
Bria.
It's not on the way.
I don't know
It's-
what's going on.
It's not far from it, to be fair, though.
Yeah.
No, but if I'm not mistaken, we do have some investigation to do in Blackwood.
We do?
Do
We do?
I thought we did.
You mentioned, like, you kind of gave them your story a little bit, Ari.
Well, yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logo's remembering weird details from every which
Why
way
do-
tonight.
At least it's from this game.
Why do we need to go to the Blackwoods again?
Can we... How about we rustle up this goblin and then we go?
Yeah.
We need to deal with the goblin guy first.
Yeah, we're already here.
Or we could steal it. That's a free shipment.
Or we could, and I like pull out my +1 rapier. Intimidate his ass.
Scarlet's just glaring at him. because you guys haven't actually left the proximity of
I was
Cillian
waiting for her to shake my hand.
Oh, she was interacting with Fiona. She does turn to Ari and kind of extends her hand a little bit.
All right, madam. We will get this done for you as quickly as possible, and I leave.
Okay, let's go.
Ari is wasting no time there.
I'm going with my soul sister.
Can we spend some time in the bazaar before going to the industrial district?
Okay, we went. What time of day is it? We went in the morning, right, to Cillian's. So
Yep, it's still pretty
So-
early in the day.
early morning.
Honestly, it's before noon still. You guys got
Yeah.
time.
Did I get? Yeah. I got armor, right? Last time? Yeah.
Oh, didn't we want to get healing potions?
Now you know I want to go to the bazaar.
Healing potion.
Yeah, I guess.
Logo's remembering finite detail.
If I was to go to get a new bow, what manner of bows would be available?
You got to go to a carpenter.
Oh,
Nothing
that's-
fancy,
Nothing fancy.
just normal bows.
Yeah, your standard bows. The bow that you've got a short bow or a long bow?
Longbow.
I think I was gonna say, yeah, you got a longbow. That's about as good as you're gonna get for now, until you either get one enchanted or find something magical or something else.
Okay, then
Alright.
healing potions.
All right. Yeah. So you guys make your way to the bazaar, and it's pretty packed at the moment here, as everything is just kind of opening up. People are heading to the market to get their shopping done early for the day, and sounds like you guys are looking for basically a potion merchant or an apothecary, which doesn't take you long to find either. You come across a stall with an old man with basically just a stand full of these red potions reaching across the front of it.
Does the stand look like it was just put up this morning, or that it's a stand that's kind of been used for quite some time?
So give me an investigation check.
I sure hope you know why I'm curious about that.
19. Okay. The stand itself, it looks like it's meant to be put up and taken down with relative ease, and moved around if need be. Also depending on how much stock he's got left. So he's probably one of those merchants that sells what he's got, packs up shop until he's got another shipment, and then sets back up again.
Okay, the reason being, is pertaining to if this is a relatively new person selling goods, could be somebody that reports back, somebody gathering information.
He
Someone
seems
a little more-
familiar enough with the area that he's probably been here before.
Okay, that's what I was.
He seems to fit in and be comfortable with his position there.
Okay. Well, hello. I see here you've got a row of beautiful red potions. Any of them pertaining to vitality?
Well, all of them actually. That's kind of what I do. And it's this old man who seems barely able to move. Like he's all wrinkly and just skin and bones at this point. But he is wearing garb that is a little bit finer than some of the other merchants that you see in the area here. So,
All right.
there's obviously a market for his potions.
What do you run for one of these bad boys?
Well, what I got left in stock here, these are about 50 gold apiece.
How much
50
you got?
gold.
I got 8 left.
Yeah,
Then I'm-
8.
Pack up shop and wait for my next shipment.
Well, what else you got back here besides the vitality potions?
I mean, that's pretty much what I got. That's pretty much what I deal in, young boy.
Is there? Are you sure? Kind of lean in and.
And completely oblivious to what you're trying to get at. No, I'm sure that's what I got.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and make the purchase of all 8.
Whoa, shit. Penny bags. All right.
I suppose you could say that.
All right. And
I
he
will
gathers
do
up.
300 for all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna help get a. Hope I wanted a bunny and try to get a discount.
I'm being nice. I'm getting these for everybody, not just myself.
All right.
All right. He
Presents.
gets them together. That'll be 400 gold, sir.
400, you bet. I'm sure we can have some other dealings here when you the upcoming future.
Absolutely. Just seek me out. Keep your eyes open on the stalls, and when I've got another shipment, I will be glad to hold on to a few for you.
Absolutely. Thanks for keeping me in mind. If you have any other potions come through your way, mind setting them off to the side.
I'll see what I can do. They don't come through very often, but I do get the occasional something nice from time to time.
Okay.
And he gathers them up, takes your gold, and hands you the 8 potions.
I think I wiped out.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm just gonna
head.
look at him and I'm gonna say, do you happen to get scrolls from time to time? Off
Oh.
chance.
I'm more an apothecary. I deal with potions and liquid type things. So pen and paper, not so much. Not really my thing.
But if
You know
you
of
ran
anybody who
across
has it?
one, could you pick it up?
I suppose is what are you looking for? Something in particular?
And I look over at Fiona.
Is she looking for something in particular?
I'm curious what other potions you have, if you have any
Well,
others.
None at the
She's-
moment, as I was
Oh,
saying,
okay.
but
I was
Like,
asking him
but-
about scrolls.
Yeah, and if you do happen to find any scrolls or a friend that might have dealings with those, I would love to know about that.
I don't come across them very often. But if I know there's something, yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Well,
If you do, I can get you in good with someone very, very nice.
I'm
If you're ever
sure you
feeling
can.
if you're ever feeling lonely.
Lady, I'm old. I'm always lonely.
I just walk out the door.
And with that, he starts like packing up his booth like right away. All his potions are gone, so he's just packing up shop for the day.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right. Bye, folks.
Thanks.
All right. So you have 8 healing potions to distribute how you want.
Thank you, Sarah. That was very kind of you.
That was actually
Yes.
Baston that bought them.
I mean, asking about you. Well, yes, that too.
Oh, I thought.
I mean,
okay,
Sarah
gotcha.
asked about the scrolls, which is really sweet.
All right. Who wants one?
I will
You
take
get a potion.
one.
You get a potion. You get a potion.
Well, I'll just take the one since I probably.
Yeah, I'll just take one.
So you are able to find them on the Roll20 or not Roll20. The D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So it's
They're just a
Okay.
standard item.
So-
It's a potion of healing. I
regular
think.
health potion,
Or health
regular
potion,
healing
yeah.
potion.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Not like a greater or a
No,
superior or
nothing
whatever.
that
So-
fancy there.
If you guys want to
Alright.
add 1 each, and then I'll just subtract 4 out of mine, and then
Okay.
this is for the group.
Okay.
Potion
Unfortunately, I
of
won't be in combat that
healing.
much.
Well, I just got rid of all of them. You know.
All right, so you
Alright.
guys wrap up your
Thank
potion
ya.
purchasing, and where to from there?
I look at Fiona real quick and I was like, I got you.
The only one
Girl-
I'm seeing is
Girl
greater.
power.
Um, would I be? Is there anything anybody else would like to shop for? Potentially, anything that sparks their mind?
It was 650, right, for my rapier.
Yes. Also,
Okay,
why
I'd
is
go buy
Book
another
rolling
one.
for strength?
I
It
was to
tr-
smack Bastin for not getting a deal on the potions.
That's fair.
I was trying. I wanted to butt in so much different.
You
Rule-
can haggle for
Ah.
the deal now, or you can potentially get something better in the future.
That's okay.
I'm
Perfect.
looking long run than
Yeah.
in the now.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That is
go
wrong.
get another +1 rapier.
And by all means, I'm sure we're gonna ransack another house before we leave Cara Dune. I mean,
Yeah.
We're fine. You did good. Thank
yeah,
you.
you can head back to the blacksmith you found before, Ari, and go ahead and upgrade the other one to a +1 as well.
how long is that gonna take?
About I believe it
can
was
I sit
about
down
an
and
hour.
chill?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit and chill, kick my feet up, and get that point back.
Okay.
Another
Um,
reason why I wanted to go shopping.
There
Thanks,
you go.
ladies.
Was there anything else you guys needed to take care of?
I would like to see if there is possible black powder in this city as well, since it's such a large city.
How would you like to go about trying to find it? It's already been specified that it's typically found in other cities, so what route would you go to try to get your hands on it?
I shall find the black market.
That's where we're going.
I'm going to the
Technically,
industrial
yeah.
area, which
I was gonna say,
well,
I think that would be the
Sizik-
best bet.
as Sizik might like have dealings with that sort of thing. It's kind of implied that he deals with less than great people.
Is it possible that he has exotic animals?
Like tigers?
like
ferrets.
ferrets.
Oh. I mean, I had to ask. Sorry, the only thing that came to mind was Joe Exotic for a second there. You don't know. You don't know what he deals in. The only thing that you do know about him is he gets shipments from Doan.
Can we take another? Would any of you guys like to take another trip up to the library? No, not. Sorry,
What?
The library?
it wasn't the libraries. It was wasn't the Obsidian Way. Where the wizard damn place thing. Fiona, you went there. I tried to case the joint.
It was the Magic Guild with like a library annex.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the libraries?
It was their.
Well, it was-
part of their.
It was
The Grand Libraries. The Grand Libraries.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an independent
Grand
library
Bazaar.
owned by the Mages College there.
The
where
Obsidian
you
Way
guys
is
were.
College.
the Obsidian
Yeah.
Way is the government.
You guys were at a library owned by the Mages College.
Okay. Can we possibly go there and kind of see what they got for sale?
Yeah, I wanted to get something really quick
Yeah.
Yeah, Could we go? Yeah.
that I
I'd go
almost
to-
forgot about.
I'd go to libraries.
Okay. What was that, Fiona? What did you almost forget?
I wanted to see if I could pick up studded leather armor. I have regular leather, but
Okay.
is there like a vendor for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Baston had found one before. Let me look up the price for that quick.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I couldn't wear it though.
You said studded leather?
Yeah, that's still light armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're looking at 45 gold.
Okay. Can I just purchase that real quick and
Yeah. We'll just
be on my merry way?
sure. And basically, he just hooks you up with it's pretty standard studded leather armor. It's nothing fancy, but it'll.
I want a
it'll-
kind of really flattering one.
I would say that it's
Help.
possible. I mean, it's still leather, so
Okay.
it's still going to be more on the flexible side.
Okay.
But it'll still provide some protection. But
Okay.
it's light armor, so it's going to allow for more mobility too.
Yeah.
That's kind of the purpose of it.
I want it to look hot. That's all. All right. I'm
That
good.
sounds about right for Fiona. Okay.
Yes.
And then you wanted to head to the library. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And as you get there, you've been to the Mages College before. The library there, you've at least glanced, while Baston wasn't able to discern much about the place, aside from the fact that it has a lot of books.
There's a lot of books and
There's a lot of
walls.
walls, floor to floor, walls, floor to ceiling. That they're just
Oh, yeah.
walls and shelves
All over the place.
all over the place.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Roofs on top of them.
Yeah,
This is like
absolutely.
This is like the Diamond District all in one.
But yeah, so you guys make your way back there. There seem to be different attendance this time than the last time you
Well,
guys were
thank
there,
God.
which probably works in your favor after the last encounter.
Yeah, I was gonna avoid that guy if I saw him.
So what do you guys want to
Alright.
do here? Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Nothing really
I would
in
ask.
particular.
I have something.
Okay.
There.
I would like to look for if I could find any books on like controlling people with the crystals or anything like that.
Oh, that's a good place to find it.
That
Give
gives me
me
an idea.
give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, roll well for me, please. No.
Man, there are books here. So many books.
So many books. I'm so
So
intimidated
many
by the
books.
books.
Look at all the books.
Right?
Sarah, what were you trying to find?
A book on like controlling people with the crystals, like my tribe's people were.
There's a lot of books.
There's a lot of books.
So many books. Fiona, what were
I-
you hoping to try here?
I would like to try to find a book about portals to other dimensions.
Okay. Something more specific, perhaps?
How to create portals and what other dimensions there are.
Okay. Give me investigation.
Okay.
That was a lot of books.
So many books.
All the books. If we all roll
no.
sevens, I'm gonna die. Okay.
No, that's not a 7.
No.
That's your 2's rolls and one more like that put together.
That's the potion of healing's potion on top of your guys' roll.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
good.
That is 3 sevens in a row, technically.
We're gonna get lucky in a fight tonight.
So
Unless I used it all up.
you managed to come across several books, most of them detailing some of the other realms that exist. And there are different elemental planes of existence. Then you have the astral plane, and you have the Shadowfell, as well as the Feywild. The
Shadowfell?
the Shadowfell.
Okay.
So, to kind of detail it, the astral realm is a realm that essentially kind of sits on top of the material plane. This plane kind of coincides in the same space, though not necessarily one that you can interact with tangibly without crossing over into it directly. The Shadowfell and the Feywild are more material plane adjacent, where they may have similarities to the material plane, but they are their own existence. And the Feywild is more this magical, enchanted forest sort of realm, whereas the Shadowfell is a darker version, a much more twisted version of that.
Oh, interesting.
Beyond that, you have the elemental planes and also the 9 hells.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the book that you find kind of details all of this a bit, giving you information as far as what these planes are and the way that they interact with the material plane, in which most of them don't directly, with the exception of the astral plane, in which it is much easier to interact with that plane of existence than it is any of the others, as its proximity to the material plane.
And was there also a book on how to get to those planes?
The books that you find don't detail any way to get to the other planes, though the astral plane can be interacted with, whether using a spell to send you there, or some spells allow you to see into it
Oh,
without actually being in it directly.
does it list those spells? I'm being good. I'm not ready.
It lists one directly, and that is True Sight.
Oh, can I borrow this book? Is there someone like? Can I?
Oh, it does also list one object that allows for it, but the object is particularly rare.
Oh, what's that?
The Cloak of Eyes.
Okay.
The Cloak of Guys.
Cloak of eyes.
Eyeballs, eyes.
I wish I had something that I could throw at Logo.
And that we were all in the same room.
No.
Although this game would be a lot more interesting if we were all in the same room. I love playing online. I love playing anytime I can, but there's something to be said about being able to play in person. I miss
It would
that.
be fun.
true.
I've never played in person.
Oh, I miss
Different
that.
environment.
Oh,
It is.
Only played
Yeah.
online.
you will one day.
All right. Is there anything else you guys need at the Mages College?
Would I be able to purchase this book or borrow it? Take it with me to read?
Is it a borrowing library?
It
Yeah,
is-
what
it-
kind of
You can
no?
study the resources in the library, but you cannot take the resources with you. They are property of
right.
the Mages College, and they are very particular about their property.
I will scribble things of note while I have time.
Okay.
And
And as
that's
you're doing that, one of the mages kind of starts making his way towards the group, and he's looking around. Something is drawing his attention before he turns his attention to Baston. Interesting. You have something on you.
On me.
Have you come into something in your possession recently of a magical nature?
It's a little bit of schmutz on his face and his beard.
Does he look like he's threatening? Like threatening? us?
Not at all. He's actually more inquisitive than anything.
Okay.
You know, we collect those sort of things here, and I can sense that you have it on your person, but don't know exactly what it is. As he's just looking
you had a bit more of
over
a
you
description.
intently. I can tell you magical in nature. Enchantment? Yes, enchantment.
I perhaps have one of these, and I slowly pull out the arrow.
Intriguing. What do
As he
you want
pulls
for
out
it?
the arrow, I'm gonna get closer and kind of. What is it?
I have a theory, but I need to do a little more examination.
Well, I guess I hand it over to. What is your name?
Aslo.
Drop it, drop it, drop it, Aslo.
ASLO for the spelling.
See, I was going with a Z.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I
ASLO.
spelled it. Think like Laszlo, but just Aslo.
Drop it, drop it. Okay. All right. Well, I
If-
will
if
hand
you-
him the end of the arrow.
And he.
I
he
assume it's
takes-
just like there's no head of it. It's just like the shaft and the feathers.
There's a head attached to it too. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
the whole,
whole arrow.
Yeah, it's the whole arrow. And he looks at you. Do you have a few minutes while I look this over?
Sure.
All right. And
We'll be here perusing the goods.
he just plops down at the table in front of you guys and begins kind of looking it over. And you can see that he's chanting something with his arms outstretched over the arrow itself. And as he does so, you watch as the arrow lifts off the table and just kind of is suspended in air.
Identifies.
Yep. After 10 minutes. Yeah, he's casting an identify spell.
Oh.
Yeah. That's yeah. He's just casting it as a ritual. So over 10 minutes he sits there kind of chanting and examining the arrow, looking over every aspect of it before it floats back to the table harmlessly, and he returns it to you.
Aha.
Where did you come across that?
I kind of shake my head at Bastion.
We found it.
Well, curious bit of magic on that one.
How bit of curious are we talking?
Well, how familiar are you with magics in general? More combative magics.
Fairly?
Let's put it this way. This arrow provides another way to reach out and touch someone.
Reach out and touch me.
And he basically explains to you what the arrow does is it allows you to imbue a touch spell onto it, one that you have in your possession. If it's a spell you can cast that has a range of touch, you can imbue it on the arrow and fire it.
Neat.
It can only hold one charge, and it can only do it once per day. Once the spell is expended on the arrow, it is used. You cannot put it on and then leave it there. The spell empties off of it at the end of the day.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
I remember that arrow.
Question.
I know you do, Brave.
Out of the game.
It's the black arrow.
Can I put a cantrip onto it, give the arrow to somebody else, and they shoot it?
Yeah. Once you cast the spell and use the spell slot to imbue it on the spell, you don't have to be the one to fire it.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you do have to touch the arrow to cast the spell on it. So you would have to do the touch effect on the arrow to imbue the spell on the arrow. Then that person can fire it. It has to have a range of touch.
Yep.
So it's a melee thing, but yeah.
Oh.
And
So I couldn't put the spell magic on it.
No. Nope. And once the arrow is fired, the spell is expended, whether it hits or not.
But you can retrieve the arrow and do it again.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't get broken.
The next day.
Yeah, the next day. Otherwise, aside from that,
Right.
It's a standard arrow.
Okay. I'll
Brave
put that in.
Brave knows this arrow pretty well.
My druid used to have it.
Yep, Green Tree. Green Tree put it to good use. It's funny how druids keep winding up with it, though.
Odd.
Yeah.
I didn't pick it up. I don't have any touch spells, though, so.
Yeah, but
I've
nobody
got
else has a bow.
bunch of them.
Yeah, nobody else
Margot
has a bow.
does. So he can
I-
imbue it and give it to you, and then
Yeah.
you can give it back to
Exactly.
him.
Okay.
So, will you sell the arrow?
Let's say what?
Name your price.
It's not for sale. I'm going to.
Are you sure? I'm sure we can make a lucrative offer.
Pretty positive.
I wish I could talk.
Aren't you with us?
She is.
Well, I'm studying. I'm trying to.
Oh, yeah, she is.
That's right.
I'm gonna look at Asla and say, I have another offer.
I'm listening.
You research here, yes?
Yes, of course. It's pretty much all we do.
Would you perhaps find some information for me?
Depends on what sort of information you're looking for.
We went across some people, Goliaths like myself, who are being mind controlled with they had crystals embedded in their heads.
Curious. Mental manipulation.
They had
is-
massive wounds, more than they could have sustained otherwise, but we're still fighting.
Well, I can explain that simply enough. The minds were not their own, so whatever damage they would have sustained, it's almost like separating the mind from the body. The two act
Is there-
independently.
Is
That
there a
sounds
way
fun.
to break this without killing them?
I suppose I'd need more information about the means of how it was done. And some
Can I
time
pull
to
out a
figure it
crystal and just like interject and be like, "Would this help?"
What crystal?
Crystal
'cause back at-
shards. To be the shards,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he
the
did.
shards.
He held on
Oh.
to some of the
Because
shards.
they gave us the some of the shards to
Mhm.
play with the water back at the
I
mansion.
thought you were talking about the crystals that went into the portal.
No, you have all those.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
ain't touching those. Not touching your family jewels.
And he
Those are in
reaches,
with Arlen. Good luck.
and he reaches
Oh.
out and takes the crystal shards. I think I can figure something out. It'll take some
Okay.
time though. I can send word when I figured it out.
I would appreciate it. And I'm gonna give him 10 gold.
Thank you. Though, I will keep that arrow in mind.
Think about it all you want.
All right.
Is there any weapons that are out and about? Kind of just like
No,
looking around.
none on display.
Not on display.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I
I don't have like anything in mind. I just
Book?
it'd be fun.
Are there any books on repairing Warforged?
Give me another investigation roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's 20. Yeah. Not that,
Close.
but
So,
Eh.
the books that you find, the library pertains to more magical aspects. And so the books that you find that might pertain to it deal with more of the magical aspects of creating a Warforged.
what about the upgrade boxes,
Oh, nothing about that.
chips?
No.
No.
And lemonade. Ah, it's my birthday.
No.
Thank you. Huh? No, I'm fine.
Show noms.
Thank you.
Show noms.
What?
Show noms.
Show noms.
Yes.
She wants to
I
see the
noms with
noms.
these.
You got noms.
She wants to see the noms.
No.
That is not
That's
directionally
That's
noms.
dressing.
That is noms adjacent.
Yes.
You're like the Pokemon master of condiments.
I was talking to somebody the other day and I said that's Rona adjacent.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh, that looks good.
I'm not gonna pull the. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna hold it down so you can see it and have it spill off. So
That's all I
I'm
got.
sorry, AJ. I got
That's all I
nothing.
got.
I
That's
don't
all I
like
got.
Oreos. I don't like Oreos.
I love me some Oreos. I've had a hell of a sweet tooth lately.
Is it
Right?
like sympathy pregnancy, sweet tooth?
It could be. It could be. I don't know. That it started afterwards, so it's entirely possible.
Pickles and
Although
ice
she-
cream, AJ?
She hasn't really had any weird cravings though. So, all right. So you guys have finished up at the library there. Was there anything else you needed to do there, or does that wrap it up for you guys there?
is there
That's
any
okay.
staffs of
I'm good.
perhaps any hot projectiles?
There are books there.
God damn it!
Books, Baston. Books.
Actually,
No books in front of me.
Yes, Fiona.
Any
do you-
hidden scrolls?
Do you have any ink for transcribing?
Oh, are you asking Aslo?
Yeah.
I suppose. Are you looking for some sort of enchanted ink for that sort of thing, or?
It doesn't really say what exact kind I need. It just says it's 50 gold pieces for the transcription process and the rare ink needed to inscribe it.
Okay.
So I'm sure it's not that uncommon.
Oh yeah. Oh, we absolutely have ink for transcribing spells. This is a mage's college, of course.
Yes. Isn't it?
Isn't it though?
I take it you require those resources yourself.
Yes.
All right. 75 gold will get you not only the ink, but the paper itself for transcribing it on.
All right. Can I get enough for 2
Oh,
at a
absolutely.
discount?
A discount? Do I look like some paltry merchant to you?
You
I'm
want us to answer that truthfully?
I'm providing a service.
There's no wiggle room at all. Even a little bit when I talk
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
persuasively and wink and smile. Yay.
Oh dear, you're not that persuasive.
Oh no, I am though. Oh, come on.
That
He's-
All
leather
he
fine.
seems- He seems unfazed by your feminine wiles.
Wow, okay.
Bastion, go get
Good
him.
to know.
Bet you want some of this.
All right. So for 2 sets.
That would be
That's
150 gold.
125, right? Oh, 150.
150.
All right. I'll do
Oh
it.
man.
And then he takes the gold and comes back with an entire stack of very high quality parchment. And you see little glints of light as the light catches certain parts of the page. As you look closely, you see that there's already slight etchings as the paper itself appears to be enchanted to better take to the spells. And then he brings a fairly large bottle of this thick black ink, along with a quill, as he assumes you don't have one.
Well, thank you.
Yes, this actually should be more than enough ink for whatever spells you need. Well, the enchanted parchment will work nicely for whatever you need.
Okay. I gave him the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Sound very hesitant on that.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
So
no.
I-
I'm-
Give him the gold.
No, that's just me being rude.
Do you perhaps have a journal and extra ink?
I mean, there's paper and regular ink. Yeah, that's easy enough.
How much?
I'd say 5 gold for that. It's not anything special, but
I will give him 5 gold.
all right, fair enough. And it's a high quality paper and a pretty high quality ink, though it's nothing along the lines of what he gave to Fierna.
That's fine.
No, she just paid for it. Is there anything else you guys need here?
I'm gonna hang back if everybody else is leaving.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't think I even think I went in there.
Okay. So you guys depart then?
No, stop it. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I understand completely.
So as they depart, Sierra, you hang back for a minute.
I'm gonna look at Aslo. I'm going to say, I've heard tales recently of Goliath tribes like myself going missing in the north.
Curious. Is there something you're getting at?
Also heard tales of before that in the north, at least part of a dwarven clan going missing some years earlier.
Nothing quite like that has made its way towards us.
If during the course of your research you happened upon any of these other tales, doesn't have to be from the north, perhaps anywhere of people, clans, whole tribes, partial clans going missing.
I'll keep my eyes open. It definitely does seem magical in nature, which is right up our alley.
I think it has something to do with the mind control we saw.
Intriguing. Well, if any of those lines of research cross, I'll be sure to let you know.
I appreciate your help, Mr. Raslo.
Of course, of course. Just keep me in mind if you come across any other items like that arrow. We do collect here, as you are surely well aware.
I am now.
Will that
And
be
I
all?
turn and go.
This guy's wanting
Okay. What?
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mr. Fame.
All right. So, are you guys heading to the industrial district then, or was there some other place you needed to go? Okay.
I got everything I needed.
I think we're
Okay.
good.
I'm good.
So you guys make your way to the industrial district. You guys know where it is, and as you get there, you quickly realize the entire district is gated and walled off. This area is kind of kept partitioned as it is sort of a merchants only type of location, and as you get there, you see a series of armed guards waiting at the entrance.
Where's the note?
Ari has it.
Yeah, I pull it out of the book.
Okay, and as you take that, one of the guards steps up and kind of looks it over, and
Are they goblins?
no, they're human. They're just guards.
Okay.
On behalf of Lady Scarlet, huh?
Is
All
that
right.
a problem?
Not at all. Just not used to seeing you come through. We've dealt with Lady Scarlet's people before. You don't appear to be one of them, so I had to just kind of look things over as you were. And he very quickly gets out of your way after handing the pass back to you.
Can you point us towards Sizik?
What do you want with him? Yeah, he's back that way. And even looking back beyond him, you can see this little goblin in bright red standing on top of soapbox, kind of calling out to people and trying to push goods on them as they make their way through.
I'm just gonna look at the guard and say, flamboyant, eh?
Yes, he just never stops. Ever.
Interesting. And I put the ticket like back in my book, and I like walk in.
Okay. And you hear him calling out to people, and as you guys get closer to him and finally within range, he sees you guys and immediately turns to you guys. All right, new customers, guys. Welcome. Step right up. What can I do for you, huh?
We're here on behalf of Lady Scarlet, actually.
How tall is he? Like
Oh.
he's on boxes, right?
He's
But
like
how-
3 feet tall. Even on the soapbox, he comes up to
Even
maybe your
on-
chest.
Okay. I'm just gonna like look really tough and like glare down at him.
I shall do the same.
We're all just like.
Yeah, particularly Lady Scarlet's not too pleased, huh?
No, that's why she sent us. Oh wait, no, that's why she sent us. Sorry, I forgot my accent for a second.
Do the voice, do the thing.
To the roar!
Rar,
Sorry.
rar, XD.
Listen, guys, normally I don't pry into stuff like this, but the kind of goods that we got here, this is not the sort of thing that, number one, I don't know what she's doing with it, or why Cillian's getting it too, but that's besides the point, okay? This stuff's worth something here.
So you want to talk in the street, is what you're saying?
So you're saying
Obviously,
you'd
there's a
have to
market
take
here.
it from you?
I mean, I'd prefer you didn't. I mean, do you really want to raise a stink here in front of all these people? Might give a bad name to Lady Scarlet if you're representing her, if you know what I mean.
Might give a bad name to your business if we have to go that route.
I don't know. I think I look like a helpless victim if you do that.
This guy's voice.
Depends on who you ask.
I think you made the deal to deliver goods at a certain price.
And I
And
think she unwittingly put me at risk by having me transport said goods.
But wouldn't that be bad on you if you didn't hold up your end of the bargain, no matter what she had delivered?
I think it looked pretty bad if some harm came to me as a result of just doing my civic duty to try to help the civilians of Cara Dune.
I'm gonna raise my voice so passersby can hear. It would be incredibly unfortunate if people were to find out that you were ripping them off.
Hey, come on. I am not ripping people off. I'm simply getting what comes to me. That's all.
You
If
are
I'm
about to get
taking-
what's coming to you.
If I'm taking a risk, I should be paid accordingly for it. Don't you think?
You're taking a risk by not delivering them.
I was taking a risk and getting. I just wish I'd have gotten a heads up on what kind of risk beforehand. I bet you don't even know what's in here.
Well, then perhaps next time you can charge more. This time you had a deal.
You guys ain't
Man,
gonna
you just
budge.
you just can't be changing it willy nilly without letting her know. She already paid for this, right?
Yeah,
If-
yeah.
If the deal.
And,
Sorry, go ahead.
and who knows? Maybe she would slander your name. Maybe she would tell people not to go to you. Give you a bad reputation around these parts.
Listen, I hate to break it to you, sister, but I'm gonna have business either way. I deal in the kind of goods that you can't normally get in the bazaar, okay? There's a reason that I
You're a-
got this stuff.
You're a businessman.
Absolutely.
The deal changes, you renegotiate. But your deal for this has already been negotiated.
Yeah, but normally when I make a deal with somebody, I know a little bit better what I'm getting into. I feel as though I was
Normally,
misled.
when you make a deal with somebody, you don't have to deal with me.
Fair enough.
Or him, and I nod toward Book.
I hear you cannot make deals when you're dead.
Yeah, you should listen to her. She once killed someone that owed me money. So you better listen.
Aren't you guys with the Cinder Knights or something?
That is none of your concern.
I believe it is. Isn't it your job to deal with monsters and the like?
You are a monster.
As they're pandering back and forth with this, I'm gonna go ahead and put my arm over him and just kind of walk him off to the side. I just kind of, what would it be for like a sleight of hand to be like, yeah, and then flash some gold and be like, look, we just want to know.
Sleight of hand.
There'd be sleight of
Is,
hand.
is there
Sleight of
is it
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you gotta.
You're basically
It's in your skills at the bottom.
But
toward
to
the bottom.
but to like, not necessarily like tell us exactly what's going on.
Charisma.
you're
but
trying to
maybe some
persuade him. You're
persuasion.
trying to bribe
Yeah,
him.
some other information. Like obviously he's wanting the extra coin for his efforts.
Yeah, it'd be persuasion.
Okay.
I'll help with that.
Yeah,
I think all y'all are trying to persuade him.
Oh,
I'll give-
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll give you
we all-
advantage on that one. Yeah, you got the whole group there.
We're just like,
There's one.
Oh.
There's two.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
He looks at the coin and
There you go.
he looks at the coin. How are you trying to persuade him, Fiona?
What? I was backing up Sierra.
Okay.
Then he gets
The-
advantage.
Yeah.
You
Dash.
don't roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baston.
Oh.
Baston already rolled with
What?
advantage, but
Oh, sorry.
no, that's okay.
I just heard roll.
No. And so he stops Baston in his tracks right there and looks at the rest of you guys.
Okay, listen. There's a reason that I asked if you guys were with the Cinder Knights. It's your job to go around hunting monsters, right?
Yes, fair.
Yeah.
There's monsters running around your whole damn city. And you guys don't even have a clue.
Well, enlighten us then, Sizik.
You must be one of those monsters.
Look in the fucking box, guys.
I'm gonna go look in the box.
Where's the box? The only one that we had seen was the one you were standing on.
What's in the box?
What's in the
And there's
What's in the box? And now I was about to look for a gift.
there is individually wrapped packs with miscellaneous supplies that looked as though they're used for some sort of spell casting.
Huh.
How is this monstrous?
What are these?
You don't know what those are, do you?
No.
They
Do
look,
I look like I know?
yeah,
Ari.
Arcana
Arcana?
checker.
They are kits to create glamours.
Oh my gosh.
My kids are
Glamour kits?
Yeah, yeah.
I wish to be a pretty princess someday too.
You
So-
just keep dreaming, bud, okay?
Sizik, do you have someplace we could go and talk privately?
Yeah, yeah. Come back this way. I got a office this way.
And he leads you back into. It's attached to a warehouse, but it looks like it was set up after the fact. And as he leads you in, it's a very small office, and it's barely cobbled together. He's got a makeshift desk put up there, and there's a little space in the corner with a couple miscellaneous goods boxes.
All right, welcome to my office. Have a seat. Wait, never mind. Don't. Okay, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Sizik, Miss Scarlet runs a very lucrative business, yes.
Yeah, she sure does.
What do you think of a person like myself? Have you seen a lot of my kind?
Not really. I don't typically deal with your kind, but we don't get a whole lot of you guys coming through here. You're kind of big. You'd stand out, I'd notice.
And one might think I was a monster, yes.
I mean,
Due to my
that's,
size.
that's a pretty loose
general-
definition of the term.
Well, there's a loose definition of a lot of terms, and I motion toward Fierna and Ari, and I say, at one point in time, someone would have called them monsters, yes?
Even our own teammate calls us monsters and evil. Because he can't trust us because of the colors of our skins and our horns and our tails.
Yeah.
I don't quite think
And
you
the
guys.
fact that you have an evil book and you have an evil dagger.
I don't.
I
my
don't know
point.
if my book's
It's
evil.
not evil. What are you talking about?
You held it to my chest.
My point, Sizik, is how do you know
I mean, it's evil.
this is to protect monsters and not to protect
These
someone
glamours.
else?
These
And not
glamours
all
are meant to change-
monsters. I'm sorry.
These glamours are targeted specifically for certain kinds. These have been personally ordered. I've got several different ones here. Ones that are meant to go out to different creatures. I know that Lady Scarlet's taken one. I know Cillian's distributing others, and
Have you heard of Lady Scarlet or Cillian having problems that would be caused by whatever monster?
no, that's the thing. They've had no problems coming from monsters. Now, don't you think that's a little funny? They get
Well, the-
items meant to conceal monsters, and they got no problems with monsters.
But you've had these items. You've sent this same shipment to them many times before, yes?
Yeah, never got a peek of what was in the box until recently.
But perhaps,
What sparked the
Not-
interest now?
perhaps not all monsters are monsters. Just because someone is a goblin doesn't mean they're going to walk around and eat babies and destroy everything they see.
Thank you.
Well, first off, peeking in the box was an accident, one I wish I hadn't done. But if you want a
Bad
more specific type of monster, listen, each of these packages are meant for something specific.
Do you know what they are?
I got a little bit of talents with the magical arts here. Nothing
No.
quite so elaborate as
Mine.
I'm sure you fine folk got, but I've dabbled. So I have a little bit of an idea. I got contacts too who can look into that sort of thing. I gotta know what they're worth if I'm gonna sell them, right? So
Where
yeah,
did this shipment come from?
came from Doan.
No.
It always does.
Ah! You pecker!
Oh, fuck was that?
Shoot, I've got a pillow in between my back and the chair,
They do that to me too.
and she walks between it, but she's still got all of her claws. So when she sinks and falls, I got claws in the back of my back. It hurts.
So, why now do you decide to keep it for yourself?
Like I said, I just found out what's in them, and I'm not even trying to keep it for myself. I just want to get paid accordingly. Shit's dangerous, and the things that it's going to are equally dangerous.
Then why don't you discuss it with the people who you have a contract with?
I tried that, and they didn't want to listen.
Perhaps this then. You negotiated, you fulfill your contract this time. Pretend you know. I don't know to say pretend you know nothing.
Have you guys ever
You know-
tried dealing with Lady Scarlet?
Yeah.
She's
you know
cutthroat.
now.
We can we can try and talk to her after
Fulfill-
you give us her shipment.
Fulfill your current obligation. You're a businessman. Renegotiate.
All right, fine. Take the fucking box. But I'm telling you, watch for yourself when you're dealing with a demon, okay? They always
And
get
I'll
what they
tell
want.
you, we will keep an eye on them.
All right.
My,
Go ahead,
My,
take it.
my right hand twitches when he says demon.
And then I'm gonna say, renegotiate.
Yeah.
And I think you know, you seem like a guy who knows things.
Yeah.
You'll know if they try to renegotiate with someone else. You can
Well-
always, you know,
It puts me
put
in a bit of a
burr in
spot,
that.
though. You see, like, if they know that I know exactly what they got going on here, it's puts me at risk. But I don't know. It's a bad situation. I'll figure it out. I always do.
But at the same time, if you're the only one that who is supplying, then maybe they won't necessarily take you out of the picture.
Yeah, but I'm just a fence. They place the order directly and send the message along. I'm just the guy who gets the goods.
Do you know who exactly in Doan gets the orders?
Nah, no clue. I pick up the shipment about halfway from some guy. I don't know. It's a different guy every time. Obviously, they got connections, but I get the impression they deal with this sort of thing out west a little bit more than we do.
Is there anything specific on the box? Or is it just a box?
It's just a box. There's no markings.
Okay.
It's meant to be nondescript.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I kind of tilt my head begrudgingly and ask if possibly the name Irving sounds sort of familiar?
I may have heard the name. Why? What's up?
Just curious. Has a guy named Irving come through here?
Oh no!
Sort of short in stature,
Yeah.
blonde hair.
Don't worry. I know who you're talking about. I don't deal with him.
Oh, why not?
That guy's bad news. I mean, he's less reckless than his brother, and Ari, he is 100% telling the truth.
Okay.
Like he hears the name Irving, and
He's like,
yeah.
My
There's
hand twitches.
right.
does
right.
anyone around here deal with him?
Not directly. Normally, it's his thugs that come through, and when they come through, they're normally trying to force their hand a bit, maybe get some goods that fall out of the back of a cart, or get a hold of something that they may not necessarily have the rights to. If you catch my drift.
Does he have same henchmen all the time?
Nah, he's got a rotating group, but they ain't been through in a while. I don't. Something's going down. I got a bad feeling about it.
All right.
interesting. Well, we'll let Lady Scarlet and Celia know you want to renegotiate the contracts. And hopefully they listen to us.
That you will fulfill this one as promised, yes.
Yeah. Take the crate, guys. I'm telling you, you're getting in over your heads here, though.
Just trying to help you, man.
Yeah, well, remember what you're supposed to be doing as the Cinder Knights, all right? Gonna come back and bite you in the ass. I'm telling you.
Speaking of what we should be doing as Cinder Knights, where can I get gunpowder?
Gunpowder? I mean, there's nothing directly in town that I know of. I might know a guy I can get some from, but it'll take a while to come through.
What you paying?
How long is a while?
Yeah, a couple days. I know a guy can get just about everything if the price is right. But the price has got to be right.
I'm looking to fill this up, and I break out the little mini keg.
What the yeah, why do you... I don't think I want to know. I can probably make that happen, but it's going to be pricey.
How much?
You're looking at probably 1,000 gold right there. That's not a small amount of black powder.
It is not. Interesting.
What the hell are you trying to blow up?
I may come back.
Oh, okay, well, I'll be here. Trying to figure out what I'm going to sell now that you're taking that box.
It's an aggressive negotiations tactic
Okay.
for people who decide that they don't want to hand over goods.
Yeah. Take the
And I
fucking
look him
box.
directly in the eyes.
He just kind of shoos you off. He does not appear at all intimidated, but
Yeah.
he's most definitely annoyed. So you guys have the crate with the glamours in it.
As we walk off, I'm gonna look at Sizek and I'm gonna say, "You didn't tell them what you saw, yes?"
No, but they know I'm
So
holding out. They probably have an idea.
they probably do, but they don't know everything. You have the upper hand.
We'll see about that. Just like I said, watch yourself. You see what I mean?
We'll talk again.
Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Tell me what
Tell me what you're
want.
working with.
All right, so you guys acquire the goods from Sizek and make your way out of the industrial district.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. I'm assuming back to the bar.
Back to Cillian's
Okay.
bar, yeah.
And when you guys get there, the bar's empty. It's just Cillian. Lady Scarlet has gone back to the brothel. And Cillian welcomes you guys. Hey, welcome back, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Take it you were successful?
So you need to renegotiate with Zizik
Is that so?
to avoid another complication like this happening again.
Yeah, well, we'll talk to him about it and see what kind of price he can get us.
Also, I guess like I slam the box like on the counter. So Glamis,
Well, shit. Yeah, glamours.
What you hiding, buddy?
Well,
Come on. 50 pieces of gold.
nah, keep the money.
He's a good friend.
I told you this place is a sanctuary. Not everything that we provide sanctuary for is one of your everyday normal people.
and what do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean by that?
I think
So
the
it's
pieces
like-
are coming together.
Like me, Sarah, and Fierna.
No.
Lady Scarlet.
I consider you guys to be everyday people. Well, Lady Scarlet's something else.
Lady
So, like-
Scarlet's not a tiefling? Which she was a tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Big red one.
Yeah.
She's like 5'9".
Eh,
So
like-
Lady Scarlet's not a tiefling.
not
Actual
exactly.
demon. Actual.
What?
I go out the doors
Okay.
She's a moose.
and start heading to the Diamond District.
She's a cow person.
The Diamond District?
Why are you going to the Diamond District?
Where are you going?
Are no. Well, we're not.
Isn't that where Lady whatever?
No,
No.
her
Wait, I
place is like down the block.
He was telling us where she
Oh.
was.
Then that's where I'm going.
What?
Okay.
Just wait.
Look, you just wait for us.
Wait. As he walks up, like, Book, wait.
What?
As soon as I hear she's not what she appears to be, I'm gone.
Oh
Fuck.
man.
We'll be
She's-
back.
Oh, fuck, she's giving
What-
us
what is she?
information.
Ah, son of a bitch. Go deal with your person, and we'll talk, okay?
All right.
Whatever the
We're
hell
gonna
he is.
All right.
He's about to
run
cause some
after
shit.
Book. We're gonna run after Book.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna
Keyword
run after
on
Book.
run. I'm sure Book's.
Yeah,
you know,
run.
Book's a big automatron.
She's
I'm
not
not
in it.
running.
No, I imagine
no,
Book
you're big, though.
stomping heavily towards
Bam.
yep.
Yep.
Bam.
A giant.
Yeah, so
Alright.
you guys catch up quickly to him. He hasn't gotten far.
I'm gonna
Book,
get in
what
front
the
of
hell?
him. I'm gonna get in front of him and push back.
Excuse me. I have
No.
a job to do.
No.
We all have a job to do. It
No.
is our job.
No.
It is who we are. We
No.
must protect the people of this city by getting away the imposters.
She is a people of this city. She's been here longer than we have.
She might be doing this to protect herself.
What was that, Ari?
Lying is not protecting yourself.
She is part of this city. She is one of the main benefactors of the city.
She has helped us.
She
But it has all
provides
been
a
a
service.
ruse.
She might have reasons. You have reasons to hide. Yes?
You're wearing a costume. Are you an imposter?
No, I
It's a good point.
claim to be a ferret.
You're not a ferret.
You're not a ferret.
Yeah,
I
you're
am a
That makes
ferret.
you an imposter.
You just made her point.
So, would you have to get rid of yourself if you are not a ferret and in fact a big bulking boy?
I am a big bulking boy ferret. Yes, thank you.
You are not a ferret, Book. I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but you are not a ferret.
How do you explain my glossy coat?
I look at Arlen and I'm like, Arlen, help us out here.
Arlen. I don't-
Squeak.
Arlen, look, fire! Fire friend.
So she's as you are wearing your costume to protect yourself, Lady Scarlet is wearing a costume as well to protect herself and to protect her girls.
She has never done anything wrong here.
What are all
do you
the
know that?
girls?
She has worked within the bounds of the law.
You don't
She
know.
has not.
A human?
Yeah,
Don't
visually
know.
they're human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riss always worked inside the law when he was helping to create me. And then he turned, just like any other monster.
She has not turned yet. You cannot hold her accountable for something that may not happen.
We don't know
All
her
monsters
history.
turn eventually.
You don't
But
know
we-
that.
That's
But
why
we
they're
are-
monsters.
Riss is not a monster. He's a human, right? Riss
Yeah.
is a human.
Riss
He's
is
a human.
Being with a
Even
bad
humans can be
intention.
monsters.
They can, but not all monsters are monsters. This was the point I was making to Sizik earlier.
Why don't we just listen to what she has to say before you raise your sword? Because violence is not always the answer. And I'm saying that.
Violence
Talk
is
this over,
oftentimes the answer.
No.
Yes, but sometimes not in this situation, Book. We can at least listen to what she what she has to say to protect herself.
If
All
I do
right.
not like what she says, it is
Then
go
Hear
time.
everything out first.
I am
We-
curious about her history. I have to
I
say.
am too.
So are you okay with that?
I will give it a chance.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. What a team player.
So, do you guys continue making your way to the brothel then, or
Yes.
back to Cillian? Okay.
Or are we going back to Cillian?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
vote for going back to Cillian.
He does have the box because I did slam it down on the counter.
Yeah, he has the box and he was gonna tell us some shit.
Uh,
Let's
Okay.
go to Cillian first.
I
Book.
thought we were done. Okay,
We
let's
need
go.
to get Book
We,
back.
no, we ran out
or-
after Book.
We gotta
Right,
get
yeah.
Book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Book.
We had
Now,
to get Book under control.
okay, so you're heading back to Cillian to get more
Mhm.
information. Okay. So you guys make your way back to Cillian, and at this point, when you see him, he's kind of like this and then looks up at you guys, and you see him whisper something under his breath, and then he welcomes you back in as you guys make your way in.
I don't care who the fuck you just talked to. You're gonna tell us what you are gonna tell us.
That's
Yeah.
Scarlet. She's on her way. I already gave her heads up when I saw your big bulky boy there go heading after her.
I mean, he was gonna kill her. We didn't want that to happen.
I believe her. That I gave her a heads up. She knows what's up. She's on her way.
That's fast.
Okay. So, what do you want to know?
Why? Who? And how long has this been going on?
Well, I mean, it's been going on for as long as I've been in the city running this bar. I got a cousin in Doan who does the same thing. There's monsters out there. You guys are supposed to deal with them. I get that. And some of them rightly so. You guys do a good service for the most part, but not everything follows its own nature, if you get what I'm saying. Some things buck the trend, and those things that do find their way in town here, and they find their way to the sanctuary.
Have you had any that bucked the trend and then went back to the trend?
No.
So these are like reformed monsters that wanted to get away from all of the slaughter.
I don't think reformed is the way to put it. Most of these people never had it in their nature to begin with.
So like vampires, werewolves, that sort of thing.
Stuff of the sort,
What?
yeah. That and then some.
Any big hulking creatures. By big, I mean gigantic.
I mean,
Sorry, I was waiting for big.
I was saying big.
let's put it this way. The ones that came through aren't here still, and the ones that did come through didn't need these to do what these do.
What is going on?
There's monsters everywhere.
They're more prevalent than you think.
Hmm.
We did the monster mash.
So Lady Scarlet is like a demon.
What?
I think I'll let you ask her that. It's not my place to tell.
Are you something?
She doesn't like divulging.
Not
much.
exactly.
Not exactly. Tell me.
She's a he.
I'm me, and I'm the
What?
only one of me that I know of. So
What?
Whoops.
No, my secret's out. No.
let's just say I've been
Love
doing
it.
this a very long time. Okay.
So
Yeah. My train of thought crashed.
all her girls do it as well.
No, just her.
Just her.
Yeah, but she watches over them. As though they
How
were her own
often do
daughters.
shipments like this come through?
Pretty
How
regularly.
Oh.
One glamour will go a long way. The kits,
Right.
the kits
We're
that we
talking
got here are
monthly.
meant for more than one use, so everybody who gets one, yeah, we'd say about monthly.
You might want to spread them out.
Yeah, well, we'll have to have a talk with Sizik. And with that, you hear the doors slam open as Lady Scarlet makes her way into the bar.
Ding, ling, ling, ling.
So, I hear
My
we have a
lance comes out.
problem.
Put that away. Now.
Down boy. So,
So you know,
I fucking hate her. Just something about AJ saying, down boy. Can't do it. Can't do it.
look at the GIF I posted.
As the red woman enters through the big door. The Warforge's lance slightly comes out.
Oh,
Oh,
stop!
oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Down, boy.
How about no logo?
No.
Down boy.
Well, I take it you've gotten my shipment at least.
I was gonna say, I don't think we have a problem except for maybe him. An emotion to book.
Also,
Understandable.
my lady, Sizik would like to renegotiate the contract because he figured out. I'm pretty sure you knew that he figured out what was in the box.
I had an idea. Well, and she closes the door behind her. I guess there's no point in games or a facade anymore. And as she steps forward, you watch as her image shimmers and then her form begins to shift as dust drops away from her body, revealing what is underneath. And as she does so, her skin goes from this bright red color to actually a very more humanish pink color, though slightly darker, as though she were very tanned. The tiefling horns that she had fade away into nothing, revealing two very much smaller pointy horns that poke up through dark pitch black hair that sprawls down halfway down her back, and bat-like wings unfurl from her back, reaching out halfway across the bar. She's just as beautiful as she was, and just as poised, and slightly more intimidating looking. If
Will you be my mommy?
She's a demon? She's a
Demon.
demon?
I take a step forward.
Book, book,
come
you
on.
still have to
Hey,
You made a promise, remember?
channel your inner robot zen.
I
You
at
said you
least-
would hear her out.
Yes.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't appreciate the fight in that one, but I'm not here to fight. Suffice it to say, I'm more of a lover than a fighter. I take it you have questions.
Yes.
And she looks over at Fiona.
Where
Well then,
where are you from?
it's a little more complicated than that, but
Is this like a could
I know
Excuse me.
I'm intimidating. I get it.
No. Yes. But I also tend to scramble my words somehow. But I would love to have a private conversation with you one day. Not right now.
Perhaps sometime in the future.
Yeah.
I motion toward Book and I say, he needs to know you're not here to destroy everyone. Perhaps you could explain.
The only harm I would ever cause to a mortal is if they hurt my girls.
And the one that hurt your girls, and I look at Book, she had us deal with.
It's probably better that you did.
I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. I look her right in the eyes.
Oh, do you?
Mm.
You're adorable.
So are you.
I know. So, out with the questions. I'm sure you have many.
I have
When did you
none.
first get here?
Well, let's see. About 200 years ago? Yeah, sounds about right.
Is there any underlying pathways underneath the city?
No. No, the city's awful boring like that.
It's
Do
that
you-
boring, isn't it?
What'd you say, Ari?
It's that boring, isn't it?
Well, I make things less boring.
I assume she stays here because it's boring.
Probably safer.
That was the case at first. Don't worry, I can handle my own just fine.
I bet you can, but never know who's behind each corner, right?
I have my charms. I can get out of most things without a fight if necessary, and I'm more than capable of handling things if I need to.
When you first came here, were you fleeing something?
I don't think fleeing is the right term.
Escaping.
Let's just say I didn't agree
Relocating?
with upper management.
Who's your upper management?
Oh, right, nasty demon. I'm not really one to like to talk about that sort of thing.
Hmm.
Does it have to do with Apathos?
Something like that.
I give Sarah a big side eye.
Did you not agree with a choice they made, or is it just a combination of many, many things that they did over the
Oh,
years?
it's general lifestyle choices I do not agree with.
I'm putting that in my notes. That's why. That's what I need to know.
That's fine.
I bow my head and look at her and say, Miss Scarlet, you say you've been here a couple 100 years?
Yes.
What have you heard? What do you know of the Knights of Ash?
I haven't heard that name in quite some time.
There seems to be a resurgence, at least of the symbol that they used to use.
Interesting. How much time do you have?
However much you have to give us.
I'm going to give you some information, and in the future I will call on you when I need your assistance. And you will come and do as I need you to. Am I clear?
I've got nothing better to do.
We don't make deals with demons.
Not to be rude, but I only serve one lord. That's enough.
I think you'll agree to my terms once you find out the information that I have.
I nod.
Book, you might want to be. I want to take this up. She may have information as to find Reese's. Reese's.
Just
Reese's
ring.
Pieces! Reese's and his Pieces.
I don't like being at anyone's beck and call.
I can find him myself.
I used to be leashed like that, and I prefer not to do it ever again.
Understandable. Don't look at it as being leashed. Look at it as a favor for a favor.
Tit for tat.
Of course. When have I ever done anything for free?
And you'll still serve us, Irving.
Of course, that was a separate deal. You've taken care of your end of that arrangement. I will be sure to uphold mine.
Look, you haven't found Reese so far on your own. Reese, so far.
We
on
did
your
find Riss. He was at that house.
How did that
own.
work
And
out for you?
He is in the astral plane right now.
Oh, not for
We will
long.
find another way. We do not work with demons. It's against our code.
Oh, that's adorable.
Don't forget who you are.
Maybe
Hey.
you should figure out who you're working for.
You read the book.
Definitely not for you.
You read the book. You don't know who we're working for. Not
Yeah,
yet, for
You
sure.
don't know who we're working for.
I have a pretty good idea, though. A lot may have changed over the millennia.
Yeah, maybe it has.
Well, knowing what the glamours are used for. Maybe we're defending the monsters that need to be defended.
God damn it! I'm stabbing right now.
I tell you what, Shepherd.
Ooh.
I'll give you
Who's-
information, and if you disagree with my terms, then by all means, I will leave you out of the arrangement. But when you hear what I have to say, I think you may change your mind, or at least redirect your anger.
Okay. Well, I'll listen.
Are those
Someone to
terms
listen.
fair?
I will listen. That is all.
Yes.
I make no other promises.
I'm down.
So, a long time ago, obviously, your religion was founded. However, over time, your belief, well, not yours directly, but your foundation's belief shifted to something that wasn't what it claimed that it was. You see, there was the belief that your people followed not a god, but a demon. A demon with a specific name. Amphidel.
That is clearly a lie.
Is it?
Amphidel.
Is it? You think it's purely impossible that a prince of the Nine Hells could manipulate people into believing that he was a god?
I do.
You're perfectly entitled to believe that.
Demons are too evil.
Well, evil is a relative term. Demons have their own desires, the princes especially, though some of them are, yes, evil. Amphidel is one of those. However, that's not the point I'm trying to make here. While he managed to manipulate the believers of the faith into thinking that he was actually their god that they had been already following, there was a partition of your order that decided to break apart and try to hunt down this demon themselves. The Knights of Ash, which they were branded after they left the church. Something about cinders burning to ash, no longer having the flame. That sort of thing. It was poetic, I'm sure, but they broke apart to not only try to find this demon and dispatch it, but to expose the church for what it was. That was the foundation of the order, but they disappeared a long time ago, and nothing was ever heard of them again. I'm not entirely sure if the order exists anymore or what happened to them. Normally my contacts are pretty good about getting me information. This is one of those bits that seems to slip through the cracks. If they're out there, they're very good at hiding. The order was small, but very capable. But I can't say whether or not they were successful or not. It's entirely possible that the leaders of your church devote themselves to one of the princes of the Nine Hells, and that prince is at the lead of the church that is followed by the vast majority of the people of Iadel. And they don't even know it.
But they think they follow Abathos.
They think so.
So Apathos is infidel.
Amphidel.
Is there an Abathos?
Oh, there is. But that Apathos too is probably not what you think that he is. An Amphidel I am all too familiar with.
So who is the real Apathos?
Well, the one that the church worships is Amphidel claiming to be Apithos. But Amphidel decided to step in to try to take the place of his rival.
So you're saying they're both demons?
Yes. Oh, not just demons, they're both princes of the Nine Hells, each with their own big swath of land. Well, at
So
least
Apithos
that's what we
is
refer to as.
a prince of the Nine Hells as well.
Of course.
Well,
What of the other gods?
Well, most of the other gods are probably just that, gods. This is one of the few isolated incidents that I know of. You could say I have a fairly intimate knowledge of Amphidel.
So at some point you
Oh,
were
yeah?
in his camp.
Who do you think the prince I left was? Again, I don't necessarily agree with some of his life choices.
I'm gonna pull out the telltale heart.
Okay.
I'm gonna use it on her while she's talking.
Okay. I'm just trying to discern if she's telling the truth or...
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She seems to be completely truthful. But go ahead and roll an insight check.
oh yeah, I would do that too. For sure.
Okay, go for it.
I have a +7.
God damn!
Two in a row.
Well, that happened.
Wow.
The tieflings got it! The tieflings got it! Hail Satan!
Every
Stay
word
tuned, Vince.
of what she said is true, although you do get the impression that her connection to Amphidel at one point or another was a little more personal than she's letting on. Now that I've got the lore part out of the way, there were other people in dealings with this that may have had a clue. They have certain ties to certain members of the church, so once they got word of it, they decided to try to manipulate that and use it in their favor. That's pretty much how the family came to power in the first place. You know them as the Bane Dragons. Richard, a long time back, came across the information and basically used it against the church to curry favor and support. Those spoiled shits of his decided to run with that and basically get away with whatever they can. Why do you think the church is so lax on their behavior?
How much danger does that put you in?
I handle my own. I don't think they know exactly what's going on in town here. Truth be told, I don't think most of the followers of the church have that much of a clue. And the order itself, I'm not convinced is involved. I think the order means well, but I think they've been misled.
Well, the road to hell is paved with good intention.
I assure you, the church has no good intentions.
They never do.
I hold no ill will to the Cinder Knights, but they will follow the church blindly. There's the reason the Knights of Ash broke away. By being beholden to the church, it tied their hands as far as what they could and couldn't do.
I think perhaps they're still around
Somewhere.
somewhere.
Maybe
Maybe.
with Irving.
Oh, no, I don't believe that for a moment. Nothing good will come of either of the Bane Dragon brothers. And quite frankly,
Would
the
you-
sooner you can put them down, the better.
Would
But-
you like to see them both gone?
I certainly wouldn't object.
If you had to choose one,
Probably Riss.
What a surprise.
He's far
Demon
too...
asking for blood.
Well, Riss is far too cunning for his own good, and I think you know that above anyone.
Fiona's starting to lose her composure. She's been holding it in this entire time.
Okay.
And she actually, her eyes start welling up as she goes and starts kicking chairs across the room and screaming. She lights fire in her hand, and looks very unstable right now. And she's kind of looking around, and then she leaves.
Okay. As you're thrashing about and knocking stuff over, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Is her daddy not who he says he is?
You can ask me that. So
Mhm.
screaming and going cuckoo.
Fiona, are you okay?
Nope. I don't know who to believe. I don't even know where I am right now. She's like bouncing fire
I was
crazily
gonna
in her hands right now.
look at Fiona and say, "You don't know who to believe. What were you told? By
she-
who?"
Like, she literally puts her hands over her ears and she does not talking.
I try
What was your roll?
Like a baby.
It was
Okay.
a 13.
13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel an external force of some sort washing over you, assisting in trying to bring those emotions down from the boiling point, as some magical force attempts to calm you down, and to a degree does help.
I'm gonna go to the bar and grab one of those ales and go give it to her and tell her to sit down.
And as you do that, Scarlet actually walks up to Fiona. Something troubles you.
What do you want? I don't even know who you are. I don't know who these people that say they are. You know that I'm a warlock. You know that I worship a demon.
I know.
That we have a bond together. I don't even know what I'm being told right now. Nothing makes sense.
I know who you follow. I know. And I know that
Do you
Well,
know who I really follow,
I
or
do.
who he says?
I do. And she reaches out her hand to you.
All right, she looks up at Scarlet with tears streaming down her face. She takes her hand and just looks like a lost little puppy.
Give me your hand.
My whole life, I've been lied to. I've been pulled astray. I've been a slave to those that show deceit and lie to me.
And
Why can't I ever escape this?
I'm going to show you the truth. Give me your hand.
Okay.
She takes your hand.
I have nothing to lose.
And she takes your hand and pulls it towards her a bit, exposing your forearm. And as she does so, she places the tip of one of her clawed fingernails against your flesh. You feel a burning sensation just for a slight moment as a brand raises up in the flesh on your arm.
Can I see this?
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody who's around can. She's not trying to hide it.
No.
I'm going to grab on Lady Scarlet and stop her from doing it.
I'm gonna try to hold Book back.
And
Yeah.
she makes no aggressive gesture towards Book. She's done what she needs to do and steps away, leaving. And as she walks away, the brand that you see lingers on your arm for just a moment or two before the skin goes back down to just being bare skin. But the brand that you see is the mark that you see on all of your church's belongings. See, that mark right there is a mark that every warlock possesses. You're not the only one that follows him, but it does indeed indicate that you follow who they say you follow. There's been no deception on your patron's part. I can promise you that.
Do you follow Infidel?
No.
Not it. No, she does not.
Yes.
That is the true Apithos. The symbol that you see on the church, all of their belongings, all of that does belong to Apithos. That is his mark. That is everything that he represented when the church was founded. And truth be told, he had nothing to do with the founding of the church. But he is who he says he is. You have no worries there.
Give me
Amphidel,
one good reason not to hurt you right now.
I've given you plenty with all the information that I've given you.
You've just proven to me that demons cannot be trusted. That is it.
I've proven to you that one demon cannot be trusted. Not all of them.
I trust my group, and that is it.
And
She
I
has been telling us the truth.
And I recommend you continue to keep trusting them. And only them, if at all possible. I don't fault you for not trusting me. But I do believe you found yourself in a right shit show at this point, and you are going to need people at your side, and given you all know the situation now, if you're not careful, you may make some enemies. Enemies you thought were friends.
I go outside.
It's a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm. You do what you need to do. I'm going to take this, and she reaches in the box and grabs a pack of the glamours, and I'll be on my way.
Just before you go.
Wait. She owes me something.
She also owes me something.
Chooses
Where
Irving.
are you
Irving.
going?
Ah, yes, Irving. Give me 1 hour, and not only will I give you Irving, but I'll feed him up to you on a platter.
Deal.
I just smile.
And as for you, let me head back to my personal cache, and I'll bring you back what I offered you when I come back in an hour with Irving.
Okay.
I promise it'll be worth your while. Now.
Alex blankly.
Is there anything else that you need, or can I take my leave? All right. And she digs in the pouch and finds a pinch of dust, and you hear her mutter something before she snaps her fingers with the dust between her hands. And as she does so, the dust scatters before recoalescing on her body, taking her back to the shape she had before. And she departs. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
Oh, I want to say one thing before we end.
Ta-ta.
Oh, I wanted to say one thing before we ended.
And what is that? Go ahead.
I was gonna reach my hand out to Fiona and say, I never lied to you.
All right.
Wait,
And yes.
before she gets away,
Okay.
No. No. No.
No.
I'll
she's
just
gonna take
pass.
like 2-3 steps out the door, and I'm gonna cast a spell magic on her.
No. I will try to interrupt him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go to cast a spell magic,
Oh.
and as you do so,
Such a bad idea.
the spell fizzles.
Oh.
And she looks back at
Oh.
Book and just smirks.
Cast it again.
It fizzles again. Shall we try
That's
for
good.
round 3?
I'm out of spell slots.
God.
I'll see you soon with Irving. Hope you didn't need that magical power. Goodbye. And she walks out the door.
Fuck no.
So you've used 2, what, 3rd level spell slots?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. And she'll be back in an hour with Irving. All right, guys.
Oh, man.
AJ is smiling. So you guys.
I mean, she's
know
already
more
proven herself to be
spells.
a spellcaster, so.
Plesiosaurus, go!
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean,
I've got an eagle.
Let her give me your let her give me your scrolls first, and then you can.
Which
go.
one?
I'm just kidding.
so, guys, how are you feeling about tonight's session?
Not good.
Not good?
Well,
I was fine till Book
No,
did
that's the
that.
beginning
I
of the
wasn't
next
expecting
section.
this much to unfold, so like,
Yeah, that was it. Was
yeah,
a lot. It was a
that
lot.
was a
It
really
all
big jump.
started with Book's fucking natural 20 at the villa.
A good amount of notes tonight.
That, like, took you guys down a whole rabbit hole.
We got 4 net 20s.
4? Yeah, well, those were some big
Yeah.
nat 20s.
No
How many
ones,
ones?
though. No ones.
No ones
No one?
tonight.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
surprising.
We didn't roll a whole lot though tonight either.
I rolled
though.
really
That's
well.
true.
Yeah,
I didn't
which
get a lot of not 20s, but I got a lot of 19s.
you guys rolled high all night. There were very few low rolls. For the rolls that you
I'm gonna
did,
have to
like,
be sneaky when she comes back with Irving.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I can't turn into anything because I'm gonna keep those just in casesies.
all right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to wrap up tonight's session. Thank you, everybody, for coming to hang out as long as you guys did. Lots of stuff went down. So I hope you guys enjoyed your time here. Don't forget, tweet about Halcyon Tales using the hashtag Halcyon Tales.
And
Hashtag Free Willy HT.
Hashtag Free Willy HT. I hate you guys.
yeah.
So, in the meantime, we will catch you guys next week, hopefully on time or at least closer to it. We might, at this point, I'm almost wondering if we just set the start time to 7 o'clock. That's normally about
No.
when we get started, anyways.
No.
No.
No,
we'll
it's 8 for
shoot-
me.
Still
shoot for
for-
6:30.
Okay,
so.
still shoot for 6:30. Okay. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good week. Got a whole week till next week, which means I got lots of stuff to plan because y'all set me up for a whole shit show here.
Sorry.
All right, and just a bit of a reminder here, guys. You can find most of us on Twitch if you guys feel so inclined. Playing Book, we got Brave Reality there. Syrah is Jenica Solo. We've got Baston played by Logo Pohu, and Ari Pohu, and Ari played by Trix the Glitch Witch, and then we've got Dina up there too. Don't forget to show some love to all your favorite people here. We love you guys, and we'll catch you next week. See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye bye.